Home improvement contractor registration numbers are available at Certapro.com.
Now through August 2nd during the BMW Ultimate Sales Event, lease the 2026 BMW 330i xDrive for $499 per month for 39 months with $49.99 due at signing and $0 security deposit. Government and dealer fees not included. Details at bmwcenters.com.
Hi, it's Pete from Chicky and Pete's. Join us every Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. for ice-cold dollar drafts of Miller Lite at Chickies and Pete's. Come join us with the best fans on the planet for all the playoff action and the best in-game experience anywhere. Ice-cold draft beer, all of your Chicky and Pete's favorites, and of course, world-famous crab fries. Ice-cold dollar drafts of Miller Lite, only at Chickies and Pete's. Restrictions apply. Chickies and Pete's.
A spotty storm possible this afternoon. I-84.
Weather brought to you by Duke's Mayo. Welcome to Duke's Mayo Country, where the mayo is so smooth and creamy, it makes every bite better. Duke's Mayo. Look for the yellow lid.
A cool and crisp Modelo.
Iced tea just got harder with Twisted Tea Extreme. Twisted Tea Extreme is made with real brewed tea, goes down smooth, and an 8% gig of alcohol. Dial up the fun with Twisted Tea Extreme. Keep it twisted. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Earn an accredited MBA in as few as 16 months for about $21K at University of Maryland Global Campus. Explore 10 specializations, including finance, HR, cyber technology, and more. Plus, showcase the value of your MBA with a comprehensive learner record and digitally demonstrate in-demand skills and credentials to employers. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start August 12th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
In a world parched for excitement, Twisted Tea's your refreshing thrill ride of flavor. The hard iced tea that's smooth, made with real brewed tea and 5% alcohol. Twisted Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly. This broadcast is presented by Bet365, where winning is everything. Download the Bet365 app and lock in your picks before the game begins. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in select states only.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by the Tasty Cake Studios. The home of the Phillies. 94 WIP. An Odyssey Sports Station.
The Phillies radio network is on the air.
The Phillies close out the National League East. They are the champions.
It's time for Phillies on Deck with Greg Murphy, presented by the Scoreboard, proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies on Deck has all you need to get ready for today's game, including Scott Fransky's conversation with Phillies manager Don Mattingly and your RAV4 Things to Know. Now, let's get ready. It's time for Phillies on Deck, presented by the Scoreboard. Here's Greg Murphy.
1-1 breaking ball hit high in the air, deep right field. De La Cruz going back near the track. Crawford there as well. Crawford leaps, but he can't get it. It's gone. And Kyle Stowers with a towering solo home run, his 14th of the year. The 26th home run given up this season by Aaron Nola. It's 1-0 Miami.
Yeah, it was the only mistake Aaron Nola made last night, but it was enough to give the Marlins the win. The Phillies offense unable to score a run for the 9th time this year. The result, a 1-0 loss, but a last chance to salvage a game on this Wednesday afternoon. It's the Phillies and the Marlins, and your first pitch is about 30 minutes away. Hi, everyone. Welcome into Phillies on Deck, presented by the Scoreboard, a proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies. I'm Greg Murphy. Happy to be here with you this afternoon from Lone Depot Park. Early morning game here in South Florida. The Phils are just 3-8 since the All-Star break. We know that after getting to 11 games over 500 to within 2 games of the Atlanta Braves. Now, with that loss last night, 6 back in just 6 games over 500. And the news doesn't get a whole lot better. Your injury report is brought to you by NovaCare Rehabilitation. Experience the power of physical therapy. And for the second straight day, the Phils lineup will be without Kyle Schwarber. He's continuing to deal with that GI issue. They kept him out of the lineup last night. He'll be out again today. Phillies hoping he'll be ready to go after the off day tomorrow when the team is in Baltimore. So your lineup looks like this tonight. It'll be Trey Turner, the DH, leading off. Bryson Stott will play second base. He'll bat second. Bryce Harper at first base will bat third. Alec Boehm will play third base and bat fourth. JT Realmuto in the 5th spot, and he'll do the catching. Brandon Marsh in left field will bat sixth. It's Brian De La Cruz in right field batting 7th. Justin Crawford in center batting 8th. And batting 9th and playing shortstop today will be Edmundo Sosa. On the mound for the Phillies, The left-hander, Jesus Luzardo, 9-5 with a 3.31 ERA. He has allowed just one earned run or none in each of his last 6 starts. That's tied for the longest streak by a starting pitcher in club history, of course. Christopher Sanchez had his 6-game streak earlier this year, part of his franchise scoreless streak record. Over his last 11 games, Luzardo has 10-1 and has posted a 2.03 ERA, so he has been really good. Marlins lineup looks like this tonight. Today, Otto Lopez, the shortstop, will lead it off. Heriberto Hernandez will play left field and bat second. Liam Hicks at first base will bat third, and Xavier Edwards will play second base. He'll bat fourth. Javier Sanoa at third base bats fifth. Kyle Stowers, the DH, bats sixth. Esteury Ruiz will play right field and bat seventh. Brian Navarreto will do the catching and bat eighth, and Jacob Marcy in center field will bat ninth. Marlins are going to send right-hander Ryan Gusto to the mound. He is 0-2 with a 4.50 ERA. His 8th start of the season, his 13th appearance, the second time he has faced the Phillies. It did not go well for the first time. He pitched against the team back on June 15th. He was charged with the loss. He allowed 5 earned runs on 8 hits, 3 walks, a couple of home runs, 1 strikeout, and he only pitched 4 2/3 innings in that game. So hopefully a little bit more of the same for the Phils today. All right, we're going to take another break here on the show, but when we come back, we're going to welcome in Jim Salisbury of NBC Sports Philadelphia. We're also going to get you the RAV4 Things to Know. That's all straight ahead here on the show, so stay with us right here on the Phillies Radio Network.
The Score Bet is an official sports betting partner of your Philadelphia Phillies. Whether you're backing the Phillies money line or getting in on the latest promos in the app, the Score Bet is your home for betting baseball this season. More action, more rewards, more for you. Right now, new players can get their first bet insured up to $1,000 in bonus bets. Download the Score Bet app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You can feel the excitement of Phillies baseball at Citizens Bank Park. The energy on the field, the passion in the stands, and the heartbeat of a city that moves with each pitch. At Citizens, we're more than just the official bank of the Phillies. We're fans, too, cheering every hit, celebrating every win. And when big moments arise, we're made to lead the rally. Citizens, the official bank of the Phillies.
For 50 years, drivers have trusted Meineke to take care of their cars and their budgets. Because real value isn't just about price, it's about honest recommendations, quality work, and service done right the first time. From routine maintenance to major repairs, Meineke delivers dependable car care from experienced technicians you can count on. That's why generation after generation continues to choose Meineke. 50 years of trust, 50 years of value. Meineke, doing car care right.
Ready to pop the question? Hit your engagement out of the park with a stunning ring from Golden Nugget Jewelers. We have all the designer bridal brands like Tacori, Veragio, Simon G, and more. The largest selection of loose diamonds at the best prices guaranteed. Enjoy a stress-free shopping experience with our highly trained staff located on the corner of 8th and Chestnut. Proud partners of the Philadelphia Phillies. Golden Nugget Jewelers, where Philly gets engaged.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Mets have the go-ahead run aboard with nobody out, and Marcus Semien the batter.
Semien unloads one deep left field. Forget that. That is way out of here. Marcus Semien into the second deck. Second straight day with a home run for Semien, and the Mets go in front 5-3. A monstrous shot for Marcus Semien, his 12th home run of the season.
What a blast. 424 feet into the second deck. Yeah, put a charge into that one.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Here. Some more than others. Harper with a home run 2 nights ago, and he hit a bomb that would have been out of a lot of places.
This time can't get it, and neither could the fan.
Boy, that's when you don't wear flip-flops.
Caminero strikes out, and the bat gets a 7.5 on the distance. But it's stuck to the landing.
That's poked and that hits the umpire. The ball is in play, and it's a base hit for Frazier.
Roberto Ortiz did what he could to try and get out of the way, couldn't.
Took the wrong direction.
He just didn't know which way to go.
Here, or you need help, basically, you're talking about guys already on your team.
Yeah.
I think he wishes Bryce would have kept that to himself. He said they're always trying to get better, that Dombrowski is trying to make a move, trying to get better, and but he didn't shy away from kind of what I just alluded to, that the existing core needs to play better. And nothing phases Don Mattingly. He went through the cauldron in New York in the Steinbrenner years. I mean, the prime Steinbrenner years.
Exactly right.
And once the subject came up about Bryce's comments and Don's reaction to it, I asked him, what would George Steinbrenner do to all this? He said George would have already done something. He would have pulled the writer aside and planted the seed about these guys not playing better and just go ahead and rip away and try to motivate them that way. So George always had an angle. So I just came away with the impression that Don wishes that Bryce would just kind of keep it to himself because it can be demeaning to your teammates. But the guys there need to play better as well.
Yeah, I think all of that.
And it's all small potatoes to Don. That's
it
another,
is. That's
it
the
feels
button.
like it's all small potatoes to Don. That
Been there, done that.
It's the old saying, winning cures everything. Go out and win today. Go have a great series in Baltimore. Get back on track. They're going to do something.
Yeah.
They're going to get a pitcher. I think they're going to get a bat, too. I don't know how they're going to pull it off, but Dombrowski will get something done. They have to get something done. The stakes are just too high. There are holes on this roster that Dave has assembled, and I think he's going to do what he can to fix them. And then it comes down to they have superstar talent, and that superstar talent with big track records needs to play better than they have here coming out of the break.
All right, I agree. And so I asked you this question because the guys that were on right before us were talking a little bit about this. It's an interesting question. Must-wins in baseball. I don't believe in a must-win in baseball unless it's literally an elimination game, to keep you out of the postseason. But today would be an important win psychologically, I would.
No doubt.
Yeah, for this team.
I don't believe in must-wins either, but I do kind of believe in one today.
Yeah, well, you can't have it both ways.
I mean, how demoralizing is it already to come down here? The Marlins had lost 12 in a row. You come into this building, they had lost 12 in a row. That is a dead team, and you have provided them with medicine, and they've won 2 straight one-run games against you, and that makes them feel better. They're jumping around, taking their shirts off, and you're in a dejected clubhouse, and all of a sudden you were 2 games out at the break in the division, and now you're 6 games out. You were 11 over 500, and now you're 6 over 500. It's all moving in the wrong direction. That also it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Yeah.
It's beginning to feel a lot like April around here. They need to turn this thing around with a win today. Winning cures everything. Get a win today. Go into your off day. I don't believe in must-wins over 162 games either, but this sort of has the feel of a very important day.
Yeah, and it's fair. 12-19 in April and March if you combine the two. Right now they are 9-13 in the month of July. So you're right. And you can't afford to have 2 months likely you cannot afford to have 2 months like that. And so the Phillies do need to start to turn things around with a couple of days left here in the month. Let's talk a little bit about a guy that can certainly help that, Jesus Luzardo. He has been outstanding. I don't think he's getting talked about enough, but over his last 10 starts, I mean, he has been exactly what the doctor ordered, and you get him here today against his old team.
In his hometown. Yeah. I'm sure he'll be pumped up. He seems to be pitching better with runners on base. We're at the trade deadline. A lot of microscope on Dave Dombrowski's moves. That acquisition has been a really good one.
Really good one.
Really good pickup here, Jesus Luzardo. And he's gotten better working with this group of pitching coaches. I mean, he's only been throwing the sweeper now for a season and 2/3.
Right.
And it's become
weapon.
Weapon. It's become one of the best pitches in baseball. He has tremendous execution of the pitch, tremendous confidence in it, and get back to the feel of a must-win today. He's the guy that you want on the mound.
I agree with that, especially here, as you mentioned, in his hometown.
Yeah.
The stakes a little bit higher. Jim Salisbury, thank you so much. I appreciate it. From NBC Sports Philadelphia, check him out each and every day. I appreciate your time, man.
Thanks, Murph.
All right, Jim's our guest. We'll take a quick break. We've got more to come. We'll get you the Rappaport things to know coming up on the other side. Stay with us on the Phillies Radio Network.
When you tell someone what team you cheer for, do they apologize? Does your first childhood memory involve crying on a Jumbotron? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected from things like fire damage caused by violently unplugging the TV. Or an accidental overhand left to the drywall. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
What if you could have the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years? Now through August 24th, new Xfinity customers can get our best price on gig Wi-Fi this summer before it disappears. Just $50 a month for 5 years. Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. And get Peacock Premium included for 2 years. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Get it now at Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds vary. Use of fiber coaxial cable. Learn more at Xfinity.com/same-day Wi-Fi.
Your heart's rhythm is what keeps you moving through life. And when AFib throws it off, every beat matters. The elite team at Deborah Heart and Lung Center diagnose and treat AFib with advanced technology and a focused expertise, measurably better outcomes from one of the leading heart hospitals in the nation.
All right, so here's the Mets home jersey. To me, growing up in New York, also a very iconic jersey. The blue pinstripes that represented the Dodgers. Got the orange outline, which represented the Giants, which are the two teams that left New York. And then subsequently, the Mets were created. You know, my parents were Mets fans growing up, and this was the jersey that I also dreamed of wearing.
Speaking of upper body commando, no shame in their game.
Oh, hit the bat, and then the bat hit the helmet. It's a trick shot.
The big kitty's here.
Well, the therapy rabbit, you mean?
Oh! Error on Andy Rodriguez, the Pirates' first baseman, who's fairly camped underneath it.
It's pretty cold down here, and I needed a hat. I didn't have one, so Mr. Met lent me his.
Oh, nobody caught it!
Boy, all sorts of communication issues between Rojas and Sosa.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Don Mattingly sits with Scott Fransky. That conversation coming up on the other side. Stay with us on the Phillies Radio Network.
The Score Bet is an official sports betting partner of your Philadelphia Phillies. Whether you're backing the Phillies money line or getting in on the latest promos in the app, the Score Bet is your home for betting baseball this season. More action, more rewards, more for you. Right now, new players can get their first bet insured up to $1,000 in bonus bets. Download the Score Bet app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Just like our Phillies, small business owners need a strong team behind them. Philadelphia Insurance Company's business owners policy is built to protect your small business. Phillies BOP coverage handles risk so businesses can continue swinging for success. Talk with your insurance agent and learn why Philadelphia Insurance is the trusted teammate that keeps you in the game. Learn more at PhillyBOP.com, PHLYBOP.com. Philadelphia Insurance Companies, proud partner of the Phillies and the new sponsor of the Philadelphia Insurance Club at Citizens Bank Park.
It's coming right at us. I got it.
You don't got it.
Yeah, but I almost had it.
You didn't almost had it. You might not be good at catching foul balls, but with SeatGeek's Deal Score, you can get the best deals on the best seats.
Okay, this one's all me.
SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the Philadelphia Phillies. Be good at MLB seats with SeatGeek.
The life of a Philly sports fan is a wild ride. Sometimes we triumph. Sometimes we trust.
You're out! Oh!
What never changes year after year is how we get to the game. Shoulder to shoulder with our fellow fans on SEPTA. Riding to and from the game is a breeze, and paying your fare has never been easier now that SEPTA accepts contactless payment. And don't forget, fans under 12 ride free with an adult. Plan your trip to the game at SEPTA.org.
Doors are closing.
Welcome back to Phillies on Deck, presented by the Score Bet on this Wednesday morning from Miami at Lone Depot Park, where we're joined by Don Mattingly. And Don, last night, a tough loss again. Tough to score runs right now, 6 times in 11 games since the break. You've got 1 run or less. You kind of talked about it the other day. I think we're going to hit, but it's trying to be able to hit consistently night in and night out. Obviously, Sandy was a big reason why you guys didn't get a whole lot going yesterday.
We didn't really get a whole lot going, but I thought we swung the bats okay. We hit some balls on the nose. They made some plays in the outfield. I thought that were pretty good plays. The guy in left field made a play on Trey. Center fielder makes a play on Bryce. Stubby's ball wasn't an unbelievably hard play, but he crushes that ball. Bomer hits a ball to right. So I feel like we swung the bats okay. We didn't really have obviously we didn't get anything to show for it. We were decent off Sandy, though, yesterday, I thought. But again, you got to score, and you can talk about how you hit the ball or whatever. And if you don't score, nobody really wants to hear it. But we have to be honest, I think, and make good evaluations of what's going on, right? And so I think we know we haven't been consistent with our at bats, been able to score runs. I don't think it's just a recent thing. It feels like it's been an all-year thing. I don't know how many times we've scored 1 or less. It's been a lot. So. It's an area that we got to get better.
Your first baseman, Bryce Harper, last night after the game made some pretty, I'd say one particular quote, "We need help." And I don't know where you stand on that or where you are in terms of kind of a leader of your team saying something along those lines. What did you make of the comment?
Well, I look at it just like when I talk about it. Anytime you say we need something and you're particular about it, then you're saying there's another guy in his team in that locker, and your teammate in the locker room that is getting kind of thrown under the bus. And that's an area I try to stay away from. Do understand, I've seen it over the years, not the first guy that says we need this or we need that. I always look at it like we got to get better. I look at it like I got to get better. We got to get better offensively. We got to always think about getting better defensively. Pitching-wise, all of it. So I look at it internally. We're not sitting here with a payroll.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game, these games, all the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
2 strikes on Hunter. This ball hit deep left field. Take a good look. You won't see it for long. It's a one-run game. Second deck for Hunter Goodman. His first of the year. That thing went 435 feet.
And you get the future Hall of Famer, and for Hunter Goodman, last year's Silver Slugger, the National League as a catcher, just a rolling curveball. Hang it, Hunter Goodman's gonna destroy it.
Well, when we moved downtown San Diego from Qualcomm to Petco Ballpark, new uniforms were on the way, and this is the Padre home white. This jersey is from 2007, which was a career year for myself, winning a Cy Young. There's some different memories that stand out. One in this uniform against the Braves, where I struck out a Padre record 16, wearing this jersey, trying to make the Padre and the Friar faithful proud.
To step up, and we, early in the year it was a lot of left.
Down the third base line, Sprague goes home and he hits Ronnie Smith. Now also heading home is Voigt.
Mongaluzzi.
Hurt by a doctor?
Call Mongaluzzi. I'm Bob Mongaluzzi.
They hurt you, and it's time to fight back. Get justice with Salt's Mongaluzzi Bendesky.
Call our team at 267-662-1200
for a free consultation. That's 267-662-1200. Or visit smbb.com.
Notice how some homes sell faster in your neighborhood? It's not luck. It's local know-how. RE/MAX agents know their streets, schools, and communities inside and out. And with RE/MAX, those local pros are everywhere. Which means when you're ready to buy or sell, you'll get trusted neighborhood insight that puts you a step ahead. Reach out today. RE/MAX, the experts close to home. Each office independently owned and operated.
As a Phillies fan, there is nothing better than going to the ballpark or watching or listening to a Phillies game. Aches, pains, or an injury should not keep you from your favorite activities. NovaCare Rehabilitation's physical therapist will listen and help you heal. With more than 150 convenient locations throughout the Delaware Valley and South Jersey, NovaCare has helped thousands of people just like you get back to what they love. Go to NovaCare.com to schedule an appointment today. The Phillies trust NovaCare, so can you. NovaCare, the power of physical therapy.
Hi, it's Scott Fransky. Philadelphia weather is relentless. The ice, the snow, the summer humidity. Your home's exterior can take a beating. What if your siding was made to stand strong through it all? Hardy fiber cement siding is engineered for our climate. It resists cracking in the freezing cold and won't swell in the summer heat. You get the timeless beauty of wood with lasting protection and low maintenance. Your home deserves the #1 brand of siding in North America. Learn more at jameshardy.com. That's jameshardy.com.
Welcome back to Phillies on Deck, presented by the Scorebet. Just a few minutes away from first pitch here at Lone Depot Park. But before I leave you today, I'm going to leave you on a positive note. I feel like we need that. So here we go. JT Realmuto back in the lineup today. He's 1 for 2 on the trip right now, batting .500. But in his last 12 games, he's batting .395 with a .940.
set. Maddox makes a turn. Here comes the throw. It's going to be close. He's going to miss. Sack! He didn't touch it. This is bizarre, folks. This is bizarre. That's unreal.
What do you think? You ever seen that play before like that?
I've never seen anything like it.
Dives ahead. He makes the catch. Got a double play. He throws into second to turn 2. There's some gold for you right there. Shining brightly in center field.
Home run, Pete Crow Armstrong. Does it get any hotter than PCA?
It's his 4th hit of the night. It's his 3rd extra base hit.
Beavers right side. Get through. Base hits. Leave it to Beavers. The Orioles walk off the Braves. Oh, boy, did they need that.
Dylan Cease, a one-hit shutout with 12 strikeouts.
Dylan Cease is must-watch TV every time he takes to the mound.
Way back and gone! Salvador Perez. He's now the Royals franchise leader in home runs.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Now, let's go to the field. Here's the radio voice of the Phillies, Scott Fransky.
From Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida. Today, it's game number 3 of this 3-game series as the Philadelphia Phillies try to avoid a sweep at the hands of the Miami Marlins. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Day Baseball with the roof closed here in South Florida. Scott Fransky with you alongside Kevin Stocker. And our engineer with us in the booth today, Alan Rodriguez, as the Phillies will send left-hander Jesus Luzardo to the mound against his former club. Luzardo with a record of 9-5, a 3.31 earned run average. He'll be opposed by right-hander Ryan Gusto of the Marlins, 0-2, and a 4.5 ERA thus far for Gusto. The runs have been hard to come by for the Phils since the All-Star break, 6 times in 11 games. They've been held to 1 run or less, including last night in a 1-0 defeat at the hands of the Fish. Lineup card exchange underway at home plate. We'll get you that starting lineup and the first pitch of today's ball game. It's game number 109 on the season, and we'll have it for you next here on the Phillies Radio Network.
Mickey Morandini here for Visit Delco. When you're ready to get outside and feel the sunshine, there's no better place for that than Delco, where there is literally something for everyone. There's more than 200 miles of tracks and trails, world-class gardens, farmers markets, free music festivals, and authentic downtowns where you can shop, eat, and hang out and cheer on the fields with hundreds of your closest friends. They say Delco's a lot, and they're right. Plan your visit today at visitdelco.com. That's visitdelco.com.
When you get a cancer diagnosis, your world stops. But not Fox Chase Cancer Center. When the science moves quickly, we move quicker. Because cancer is all we do. From the molecular level to the human level, we stay focused on your unique cancer. Not just following the science, but discovering new paths forward. Giving you a head start on better outcomes. Learn more at foxchase.org/where you start. Because where you start matters.
Ever tried pork tenderloin on the grill? Yeah, it's a game changer. This summer, surprise everyone at the cookout with Hatfield marinated pork tenderloins. Juicy, flavor-packed, and made for the grill. It's the easy way to bring something new to the table. No prep, just great taste every time. From first flip to last bite, Hatfield makes grilling simple. Find recipes and a store near you at simplyhatfield.com. Hatfield, good call.
The Phils take on the Nats Monday, August 3rd through Wednesday, August 5th, all at 6:40, and Thursday, August 6th at 6:05.
You gotta be kidding. That is incredible.
Be there and get tickets now at Phillies.com.
Stay tuned for the start of the game coming up next. And brought to you by Lissio's Bakery, proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies. Lissio's
I went to college at Northeastern University, and all my friends were Red Sox fans. And while in my 3 years there, I really grew to appreciate Red Sox Nation and everything that they bring to the table. And once I got my head wrapped around the trade, I was really, really excited. I think they have one of the most iconic logos, these 2 socks right here on the sleeve. I love keeping it simple, really fond of the font, and I think it's a really cool look.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
I was so inspired by what you were making that I want to do my own all-star ballpark bite, but I'm thinking we take some of that brisket that you make, and I'm going to do like a little slider. Got the pepper jack cheese, some American, get it going with some of the barbecue.
Batting 6th to left fielder is Brandon Marsh. Brian De La Cruz bats 7th. He'll play right field. Batting 8th, the center fielder is Justin Crawford. And hitting 9th for the Phils today will be the shortstop, Edmundo Sosa. So again, it's Turner, Stott, Harper, Bohm, Realmuto, Marsh, De La Cruz, Crawford, and Sosa. On the mound for the Phillies, it's lefty Jesus Luzardo, who's been exceptional on the road so far this season. His mound opponent today is right-hander Ryan Gusto, a 27-year-old from Santa Rosa, California, making his 13th appearance of the season. His first pitch of the game is on the way, and it is a little bit high for ball 1 as we are underway at 12:10 today, right on time.
I swear I just saw you.
Yeah, here's the 1-0. And that one's in there for a called strike. Good to see you nevertheless.
Yes, that's what I meant. Right on time.
Roof is closed as always here at Lone Depot Park. A comfortable 72 degrees indoors. The 1-1. Breaking ball, that'll stay high. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Defensively today for the Marlins, Liam Hicks plays first base. Xavier Edwards at second. Otto Lopez the shortstop. And Javier Sanoa in the lineup at third base. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch. Turner fouls it off. In the outfield, Heriberto Hernandez is in left. Jacob Marcy in center field. Esteuri Ruiz is in right field. And behind the plate, it's Brian Navarreto.
It's like the umpire took a shot right here on Trey Turner's little foul tip. Hit it right off the mask.
Ooh, good way to start your morning, huh? That'll wake you up. Shane Livensparger, the plate umpire, and they're giving him a minute. Navarreto standing in front of the plate now walks back to the catcher's box, and Livensparger pats him on the shoulder, says he's ready to go.
Ruben said his neck was bothering him yesterday. I said, what happened? He goes, I slept a little wrong. I'm like, oh, you didn't get jacked in the face mask with a fastball?
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swung on, hit back up the middle, a base hit. Turner is aboard to start the ball game.
Good start. Let me hit that SEPTA starting pitcher scouting report on Gusto. He's 27 years old, 12 games, 0-2, 4.50 ERA. He's starting in this Miami's lineup because of the injured Max Meyer, so he's getting some games there. 4 seam, sink, and cut. Those are the hard stuff. 4 secondary, so he has 7 pitches. Change-ups, the best pitch, and he tends to really load the zone with strikes. This is brought to you by SEPTA. SEPTA brings us all together.
I'll bring up Bryson Stott. 8th start of the year for Gusto, 13th appearance overall. First pitch to Stott is on the way. It's a breaking ball, and it's down low. He's made 1 appearance against the Phillies in his career. It was a start back on June the 15th. It did not go particularly well. It was a 7-0 win for the Phillies, the pitch. And that misses inside as Gusto, in that one, charged with the loss, gave up 5 earned runs on 8 hits, 2 of them homers. Walked 3 and struck out only 1 in 4 2/3 innings. Lopez shaded up the middle against Stott, standing in the left-hand batter's box. And the 2-0 pitch he's taking. And he looks at a strike. It's 2-1. Stott in the number 2 spot for the second night in a row. First time in a few years he's been up in the number 2 spot in the order. But Kyle Schwarber again not in the lineup today for the Phillies. The 2-1. Swung on, hit high in the air, deep center field, but playable. Marcy went back. Now he comes in a few steps, and he's going to make the catch. Towering fly ball to center for out number 1.
Already for me, a missed opportunity by the Phillies. And what I mean by that is you have Bryson Stott hitting in the 2 spot. Trey gets on there, and I don't know why he's not running. I just would like to see Trey. I'd like to see Stott, who I think has been fairly aggressive on the bases. Crawford as well. Get running, man. Start running again.
Got to bring up Bryce Harper, who made a bit of a stir with his comments last night after the ball game. The pitch swung on, pulled on the ground to second. Edwards has it, feeds second for 1 on to first, double play, and that doesn't help as the Phillies shut down to the first by Ryan Gusto. No runs on a hit, nobody left, and after a half inning, it's the Phillies nothing and the Marlins coming up.
You can feel the excitement of Phillies baseball at Citizens Bank Park. The energy on the field, the passion in the stands.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
2 down for Matt Olson. Nelson looking for a 1-2-3 top of the first. Matt Olson drives it out to center. Thomas is back. Is it above the yellow line? It is, and it's a solo homer for Matt Olson to get the party started in the desert.
Phillies 94 WIP.
Starting pitcher scouting report. Jesus Luzardo's been excellent, great versus the Yankees his last time out. It's the sweeper, forced change-up sinker. He's gone 5+ innings and 13 straight starts. You could really use that today. This is brought to you by SEPTA. SEPTA brings us all together.
His first pitch is down at end to the leadoff man, Otto Lopez, as the Marlins shortstop taps the barrel down on a home plate. And Luzardo into his windup, the pitch. Swung on, fouled out of play. 1-1 the count. He'll be followed by Heriberto Hernandez, who bats second today against the left-hander. The first baseman, Liam Hicks, batting third in the cleanup spot. It's Xavier Edwards, the 1-1. Swinging a ground ball towards short. Sosa in front of it, gloves it, sets his feet, throws to first, 1 away. Bottom part of the order for the Marlins. Javier Sanoa is the third baseman. He bats fifth, batting sixth, the DH, Kyle Stowers. Ruiz, Navarreto, and Marcy round out the order. As Hernandez coming up here. Luzardo, you mentioned how good he's been here in the month of July. It's a 1.08 earned run average. The pitch to Hernandez, swing and a miss. But it's 6 straight starts of 1 run or less. And it's 8 straight starts of 2 runs or less for Luzardo, the pitch. And that is up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Time called by Hernandez, who steps out of the box. Luzardo doesn't leave the rubber. Hands together in front of his chin. He's into his wind, and the 1-1. Bouncing ball left side. Sosa takes charge, and he'll throw on the run in time to get him.
It's a good start, making the plays. Let me give you the keys to the game real quick. For me, man, they got to shake things up a little bit with energy. Bring some energy. And there's a lot of noise around the Phillies after what the comments were yesterday. Shake it off. Get back to what you do. The routine is huge. And I also think, Luzardo, when guys get on base, Of course, he's got to slow things down. He can really take charge of that energy. This is brought to you by James Hardy. Hardy Siding is America's #1 brand of siding.
Liam Hicks goes after the first pitch, bounces it foul down the first base side. 0-1 the count. Hicks batting .282 with 14 homers, 60 runs batted in. Next pitch, and it's fouled off again, first base side. That one earned run or none in each of his last 6 starts for Luzardo. It's tied for the longest streak by a starting pitcher in club history. And of course, Christopher Sanchez did it earlier this year during his franchise record scoreless inning streak. 0-2 pitch, and it's a weak ground ball hit towards first. That'll be foul as well.
Hicks really wants to pull.
Yeah.
There's three little ground balls he's rolled over on.
He's struggled a bit against lefties. A .501 OPS against lefties. It's .880 against right-handers. Luzardo with the 0-2 again, and this one's popped up foul out of play to the left side.
Jesus, with all those numbers you just read off, one of the things that's been so good has been the fastball around the zone. He's using the fastballs that he has. The sinker, of course, he throws real hard. He uses it in every zone for a hitter. You don't know where to look, and then he hammers that sweeper in there. The sweeper is one of the best in baseball.
0-2. And it's hit in the air, center field. Crawford broke back, I should say, now coming in. He'll make the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 start for Luzardo. We're going to the second today in Miami, no score.
Looking to spruce up your kitchen with new appliances? D&K Appliances.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Sports Radio 94 WIP.
All fans got to have a Wawa Kyle Schwarber bobble figurine. Take home this popular giveaway on Friday, August 21st, when the Phillies take on the Cardinals at 6:40 p.m.
Alec Bohm leads off for the Phils here in the second, goes after the first pitch and fouls it back into the screen. No score here in the second inning. Phillies got a leadoff base hit from Trey Turner. He raced on a double play ball. 1-2-3 bottom of the first for Luzardo. The 0-1 breaking ball that drops in for a strike, and it's 0-2 on Bohm. Alec batting .225. He's 3 for 7 in the series with a run batted in. Really swinging the bat well last night. The 0-2 pitch on the way, and it's up high. Phillies ended up with only 4 hits in the game last night. Of course, no runs scored. Got to get something going offensively on a regular basis.
Less strikeouts would be nice.
Gusto, the 1-2. And that one misses off the plate away. 2-2 to count. Phillies had some hard hit balls, some good defensive plays last night by the Marlins. They really played a solid game all the way around. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, bounces it deep third. It is a fair ball. Fielded near the line by Sanoa. And a one-hop throw to first is in time for out number 1.
Well, on the mound today, the Red Sox, Patrick Sandoval, 3.21 ERA. He's taking on the Athletics' Jacob Lopez at 6.12. The Red Sox, man, how about those guys? After just a terrible start to the season, everybody thought they were kind of out of it. Ran off a bunch of wins. They've been winning as of late. They're now second in the wild card race. Really turned it around. This is brought to you by Meineke. Brakes, tires, batteries, and complete auto care by trusted local experts.
Here's JT Realmuto. Had the night off last night, did JT. The pitch. It's down low, ball 1.
By the way, I was thankful to your daughter once again for the erasers because they had a lineup change today, of course, and had to go right before the game. I had to go through and erase and change.
1-0 pitch. Breaking ball down low.
I didn't get a chance to talk to you about that. I started thinking about she gave me a handful of erasers.
Right.
And I started thinking about things like
do you need any more?
No. Well, no. I was like wolves in the wild, they're a pack. Monkeys are a troop. And I'm like, what are these erasers?
2-0 pitch is in for a strike.
I'm like, what do you think would she like if I said a scuff?
What's a scuff?
It's a handful of erasers. Like a scuff.
So how would you use it it's a scuff of erasers?
Yeah, I have a scuff of erasers. So if anybody needs any.
2-1, swing and a miss.
I need you to ask her, see if that's all right. It's kind of stuff I think about. Yeah, when I open up my bag and I can't.
You have nothing but erasers at the bottom. Happy to help. Happy to unload some.
Oh my gosh!
The junk out of our house.
Wait a minute. It stops at the scuff.
2-2 on Realmuto. And a pitch. Swing and a ground ball foul down the third base line. JT has been hot lately. 228 hitter with 7 homers. 6 for 13 over the last 5 games. Swinging the bat well here post All-Star break is Realmuto. The pitch. Swung on, fouled back and out of play. Last 12 games, dating back to the 11th of July, he's got a .395 average and a .942 OPS.
It's like a different hitter.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. First strikeout of the game for Ryan Gusto.
Pretty good sinker. He's typically around 94 miles an hour. Now, that was a sinker at 95. That tells you that he's feeling pretty good. The best pitch, the batting average against his changeup is only $111, and he throws it quite a bit. I mean, it's almost 20%. So that's that keeping you honest with that pitch.
2 down. Here's Brandon Marsh, and the pitch. That's down low. Earlier this season, we're talking about Marsh as a contender for the batting title, but it has been a really difficult month of July, and his average is down to .280. He is 20th in the league in batting now. 1-0 the count, and the righty's pitch. Swing and a ground ball towards the middle. Edwards to his right. A backhand pickup. Quick flip to first. And that'll do it for the Phillies, who go in order. And we go to the bottom of the second, no score.
The Score Bet is an official sports betting partner of your.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on, so I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right on a cliff.
A Wawa Kyle Schwarber bobble figurine on Friday, August 21st when the Phils take on the Cardinals at 6:40. Visit Phillies.com for tickets now.
The Phillies play here. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Join us for Toyota Phillies Alumni Weekend when the Phils host the Blue Jays and your favorite Phils legends return to Citizens Bank Park Friday, August 7th at 6:40 p.m. Saturday, August 8th, 6:05 p.m. and Sunday, August 9th at 1:35 p.m. Visit Phillies.com to purchase tickets today.
First pitch here to Xavier Edwards in for a strike. He turns out of the batter's box, kind of walks away for a moment. Jesus Luzardo back to work. Now Edwards takes a timeout. No score here in the bottom of the second inning. And Luzardo back to work with the 0-1 swing and a foul. And the count quickly 0-2. And a good sweeper there by Luzardo. Jesus Luzardo, after his first 4 starts this season, had a .794 earned run average. But he has pitched brilliantly since then. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and it's up high. 28-year-old left-hander who grew up nearby. He's got his parents here today watching the ball game. 1-2 pitch. And that's up and away. And of course, pitched here in this ballpark many, many times as his home ballpark as a member of the Marlins. Next pitch, and that one misses to Edwards. I'll run the count full. The windup and the payoff pitch. And it's high, ball 4. So he got ahead of him 0-2, and he ends up walking him, going 4 straight out of the zone.
Wow. Edwards, it's one of the things about Xavier Edwards. He's one of the best when it comes on base percentage and walks. In fact, he's tied with Marcy on this team with, well, now 55 walks, so he's going to take that lead. The guy's incredibly patient, not afraid to hit with 2 strikes.
Brings up Javier Sanoa. Sanoa, originally the right fielder in today's game. Here he hits one to right. And De La Cruz moving to his right. He's going to make the catch and a 1 pitch out there on Sanoa for out number 1.
Well, hit and run action maybe. Sanoa's a good guy to do that. Create some movement.
Brings up Kyle Stowers, responsible for the only run in the game last night, a first inning home run allowed by Aaron Nola. And it turned into a 1-0 Marlins victory. The pitch, Stowers takes, and it's inside. Stowers was originally going to bat 7th, but they moved him up a spot in the order. Leo Jimenez was in the original starting lineup to start at third base and bat 6th. The 1-0 will wait as he'll throw it over to first. But Jimenez under the weather, so he was a late scratch to the lineup. Sanoa moves in from right field, and Jacob Marcy inserted back into the lineup in the 9 spot. Throw over to first again, and Edwards back, so both disengagements exhausted there for Luzardo. The stretch. The 1-0. Runner not going, and Stowers takes a look at a strike. After those first 4 starts for Luzardo and that ERA around 9, in 17 starts since then, it's a 2.26. Slide step, swing and a miss. Kind of a quick pitch there on Stowers, and it's 1-2. He's gone 9-2. The Phillies are 13-4 in those 17 games that he's pitched.
He's been excellent. A lot of innings too. Like he's going deep into some games, which is really nice. Helps that bullpen.
The count 1-2 on Kyle Stowers with 1 out and 1 on. And Luzardo long set. Still holding, now coming home, and the pitch is outside. 2-2. Yeah, 99 innings in those 17 starts. 99 2/3 with 77 hits allowed. The pitch. Check swing. They ask at third. He didn't go around. And 122 strikeouts in those 99 innings. He had 9 strikeouts his last start. 7 innings against the Yankees. A tough luck 1-0 loss. 3-2, runner going, and the pitch is a called third strike. No throw by Realmuto down to second. Edwards steals it easily. His 18th stolen base of the year.
So about all those strikeouts that he has, what I really like about Luzardo is that it's not like he's trying to strike guys out. He's not making a concerted effort. What he's doing is just trying to throw really good pitches, hit JT's glove, and that's the result.
First pitch here is in for a strike to Ruiz. The right fielder, 246 average. Runner in scoring position for Miami. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, he was way out in front of that. Changeup. And it's 0-2. Ruiz has been pretty effective against lefties this season. They'll play him the other way in the outfield. Crawford over to right center field by a step or two. 0-2. Here's the pitch. And it's high. He won't offer at it. Two outs here in a scoreless game. A look at second and the pitch. Swing and a foul into the Marlins dugout, third base side. Marlins in the home whites again today. Miami in black letters across the chest that are trimmed out in red and blue. Phillies in the road gray uniforms. A 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Change up again, and he gets his second strikeout of the inning and of the ball game. No runs, no hits. A walk, a man left after 2 complete. No score.
We have good news. Auto theft is down in Philadelphia.
Hear ye, hear ye. Gather around for some of the week's wildest plays.
It's only going to hurt for a second, Brandon.
And it drops between 4 twins.
I shall not drop the ball. Well, don't believe that.
Just clanked off his glove.
Whoa, was that an eephus?
He didn't even see it. It almost clipped him.
A fantastic finish.
For our slip, and then took this ball off the top of the helmet.
Some just don't know how to catch them.
The throw drills him right in the back, though.
Others don't know where to catch them.
Often met right cheek.
And feast your eyes on these fantastic fielders.
Oh my goodness, what a diving catch.
And leaping lizards, great plays in the outfield.
What a grab by Tristan Peters.
He made the catch. Oh, what a play.
You can't get much higher than this.
Kelsey takes away another.
Crowder makes the catch.
Oh my, what a play by Tyrone Taylor.
How about that?
A lottery with top prizes of $1.5 million. One ticket could turn you into an overnight sensation. Play today. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
Don't miss the huddle at Citizens Bank Park on Sunday, August 23rd at 1:35 p.m. when the Phils take on the Cardinals and kids 14 and under. Well, you're going to score a Pico Bryce Harper football jersey. Visit Phillies.com to purchase tickets today.
Phillies in a scoreless game start the third inning. With the bottom third of the order coming up here against Sean Gusto. Or Ryan Gusto, if you will. Here's Brian De La Cruz, who takes a called strike, a breaking ball from Gusto. 0-1 the count. De La Cruz off to a great start. 8 for 11 at the plate. The pitch. And a swing and a foul out of play to the right side, and all of a sudden Brian De La Cruz is an everyday outfielder for the Phils, starting against righties and lefties.
No. Kind of earned that spot. At the same time, Gabriel Rincones Jr. is just really struggling at the plate.
0-2 on the way, and a swing and a miss. That was way up and in, tied him up. And De La Cruz a quick out for out number 1. Brings up Justin Crawford. Crawford, .253 average with 2 homers. And a big hit here on Monday night, what turned into an eventual 8-7 loss. The pitch. Crawford takes up high. Phillies have been so good in 1-run games, but they've lost 2 straight here. And that's now 3 straight 1-run defeats in 1-run games. Pitch is a breaking ball up high. Phillies lost a 1-0 affair the last time Luzardo pitched 5 days ago. Two and 0 count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Get it in the zone.
Yeah. It's not a good 2-0 pitch to swing at there.
No. And even De La Cruz, although he was 0-2, was way up out of the zone. You can't fish for it.
See what you did there? Yeah. The pitch. And that one just missed. And it's 3-1 on Crawford.
Now, if he wants the bunt, it's there. I know it's 3-1, and sometimes that's not a bad time to do it.
3 balls and a strike, the pitch. Swinging a high chop way up into the air behind the mound, and they'll just have no play. That thing was so high up in the air, and Edwards came in to try to field it with a bare hand, but he couldn't grab it cleanly, and so that'll be an infield hit for Crawford. I mean, you rarely see a ball chopped off the plate that's going to bound that high into the air.
I think that's 21 infield hits for Justin. That's about 30% of his hits are infield hits. Very entertaining. Lots of action. Good hustle by him.
Brings up Edmundo Sosa with 1 out and 1 on. We'll see if Crawford thinks about taking a bag. With 1 out here, the first pitch Sosa takes, and it's a strike. Sosa starting at shortstop here today with Turner as the DH. 0-1, runner goes. Pitch is fouled back. And might not have been a strike there.
Edmundo coming in today hitting .207. You know, I started to think about Edmundo, go back, kind of look at his batting average the last 3 years. Every year from 23 up to the start of this year, he had improved offensively just a little bit, especially on the batting average side. 223, he was 251, then he went 257, 276. This year, it's gone way back the other way. I think he's always been an aggressive hitter. Now he's just ultra aggressive. He's been out of the zone a lot.
0-2. And it's a breaking ball down and away.
Now, at the same time, and I'm curious your thoughts, he's been playing a lot of left field. So he's learning a brand new position, which is very stressful for an infielder to go to the outfield. Does that have something to do with it?
Good question. Gusto set of the belt, the 1-2. Swing and a ball popped up foul. First base side. Navarreto going over near the Phil's dugout. No play. That'll bounce on the roof and into the seats.
I think it certainly plays into it. You infield your whole life. You go to play outfield. It's a very stressful change.
It is a 1933 Gaudi Babe Ruth card. It is 8.5 PSA. It's graded higher than the one in the Smithsonian.
This card at one point came with a pack or a stick of chewing gum.
This card actually is almost a century old. It was bought for a penny.
So the fact that just the heritage of a card like this is now coming up almost 90 years later into an auction, it's a pretty special moment.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
Pennsylvanians. And by Amazon, spend less on your kids' back to school. Sorry, kids.
Career, you were still a role model to a little.
First pitch in for a called strike to Bryant Navarreto, and it's 0-1 here in the bottom of the third. Pokey stops. I can never say pokey stop with a straight face. 0-1 is cut on and missed. A sweeper, looking 0-2. 8-9-1 against Luzardo in the home third, and Luzardo, after walking Xavier Edwards, has kind of kicked it into high Jesus Luzardo here. Interesting shift for Luzardo since he joined Philadelphia. 0-2's a bouncer foul, third base side. Since his Philly debut at the beginning of last year, Luzardo is 7th in all of baseball in innings pitched. He's thrown over 300 innings in a Phillies uniform over the last year and a half. And he's 3rd in all of baseball in strikeouts. Since the start of last year, he's only behind Dylan Cease in Toronto and Christopher Sanchez, his teammate. He's right ahead of Paul Skeens and Tarek Skubal. 0-2, that one lifted down the right field line. That'll get into the seats, not a play.
That's just fascinating stuff, and a lot of people listening would not equate Luzardo to having that much success, but clearly he's been the best left-hander in the sport, not named Christopher Sanchez.
Yep. 0-2, I want to change up that floats off the plate away. The durability is the thing that seemingly shocks everybody right now. Luzardo, over the course of 4 years, made 74 starts as a Marlin. 1-2, misses low and in, a sweeper. But this is his 54th start as a Philly in year 2. He threw about 180 innings last year. He's pacing for that number or higher this year. And again, with the way he finished before the All-Star break, he earned that first All-Star nod in his Major League career. 2-2, that was smoke but foul, third base side.
Also made a debut in the All-Star game in Philadelphia, pitched a scoreless 5th with 1 strikeout. And Navarreto giving him a little bit of a battle here. 2-2 count. A lot of off-speed stuff to Navarreto.
2-2 is cut on and missed. Changeup, and Luzardo gets the punch out on pitch number 8. It's 3 straight strikeouts for Jesus Luzardo, and there's 1 gone.
It's hard to say this, but you almost have to do it. You almost have to put the fastball on the back burner when you're going up against Luzardo. It sounds crazy because the guy's got 97, 98, but he's not going to throw you 3 fastballs in a row. He's just not going to ever do that.
First pitch to Marcy, got a sinker at 95.
But what he will do after he does throw that fastball, at some point in time, you're going to see a changeup, or you're going to see a sweeper, or you're going to see that. And if you can sit on one of those pitches, you can get him.
0-1. I want to get a sinker that dots the inside edge, and it's 0-2.
See, Marcy's thinking exactly what I just said.
Right.
He's thinking he's looking for a sweeper. He's thinking changeup. And Luzardo's flipped the script on him. He's throwing him 2 fastballs, now a sweeper.
And a sweeper check swing. Did Marcy go? Yes. 3-pitch punch out. Luzardo has K'd the last 4.
2 on the changeup, 2 on the sweeper, and there are 2 men gone here in the home third.
So there's my point. He's got 4 strikeouts and all 4 on one of those 2 pitches. So if you're these Marlins today, you can sit on some of that soft stuff. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to hit it, but at least you give yourself a better chance at making a decision because you know you're going to get some of those.
First pitch to Otto. He squared the bunt, pulled it back, and took a changeup.
First pitch changeup.
2-0 Philly on the 2-run double down the third base line from Bryson Stott last half inning.
It's almost like he's got so much confidence in those pitches. His fastball is just a show-me pitch.
Otto, he lines one up the gut and through. That was 96. He was ready for 96. And he shot it right back where it came from. That's the first hit, and it's the 10th hitter that Luzardo sees. That's a 2-out single for Otto Lopez, and now that brings up Heriberto Hernandez. Now, Otto Lopez this year hitting right around 400 against left-handed pitching. He's 1 for 2 today. Burke bounced out to short his first time yesterday. Had a uncharacteristically rough night. He was 0 for 4 with 3 punch-outs. First pitch. Hernandez again rolls one over to third. Bohm has got it. Cross diamond throw on target and in time, and the inning is over. Luzardo, he works a scoreless third.
Seeing is believing. So how about a glance at some of the funniest bloopers of this week?
Really? He takes them off the top of his head?
I have never seen that.
Seeing is believing.
Stare him down. You can't get past this blocker.
Now, look if you dare at this fielding affair.
He had to stumble. He had a long way to go.
But he vacated the baseline.
He was going Magic Johnson with the foul test.
And speaking of strange things,
Look at that. Look at his face.
but you can never be sure of anything in this strange game of baseball.
And this week's best plays are a sight for sore eyes.
Armstrong makes the catch. What a stud. Oh, the Gold Glover continues to dazzle.
And gutsy players proved that it's not over till it's over.
And he slices this to short. Kevin McGonigal has other ideas.
Dazzling dose of flair in the field.
What a snag. 5-star catch right there.
How about that?
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
With a Marlins membership, enjoy a 365-day pass to premium seats, exclusive savings, and access to all your favorite Marlins players all season long. Sign up today at marlins.com/membership. Well, Ryan Gusto seeing Alec Bohm to open up the top of the 4th inning. 2-0 Philly on the 2-run double from Bryson Stott. Bohm and Rio Muto to start against Gusto. And Bohm drives the ball out to center, hanging up for Marcy, who sprinted in, makes a little bunny hop at the last moment, and reaches over his right shoulder for out number 1. So Bohm is 0 for 2 today. Hit that ball well, 104, but it hung up for Marcy to get there. And now Rio Muto struck out on a sinker low and in. We'll see Gusto. Ryan at 47 pitches through 3 to third. See how long Clayton McCullough wants Ryan to go. Based on situation, could go 5, could be done after 4, could pitch into the 6th. First pitch to Realmuto. This is off the plate away for ball 1. JT Realmuto, native of the state of Oklahoma. 1-0. That one misses upstairs for ball 2. All right, there are 6 Hall of Famers from the state of Oklahoma. That one misses low, and it's 3-0.
From the state of Oklahoma, 6 of them, huh?
6 of them. We got any coming to mind? There is another notable catcher from the state of Oklahoma.
From the state of Oklahoma?
3-0 misses off the plate away for ball 4.
Can't think of any, top of my head.
One of them is on our photo wall in the back of the booth.
Oh, Johnny Bench.
Johnny Bench from the state of Oklahoma.
Okay.
Mickey Mantle from the state of Oklahoma.
Wow.
As well as Paul Wainer, Bullet Rogan, Willie Stargell.
Willie Stargell, Pops.
And Lloyd Wainer, also from Oklahoma. And now it's Marsh. Georgia boy bounced out to second his first time up. And Marsh squares to bunt, pulls back on a sweeper off the plate away for ball one.
And don't sleep on Real Muto over at first base. Doesn't run a whole lot, but there was a time where he could swipe a bag, 15 to 20 a year.
1-0. Marsh takes a called strike. Heater at 93 on the inside edge. Well, 2 runs on 4 hits for Philly. Nothing doing on just 1 hit. It was a 2-out single from Otto last inning. It's Jesus Luzardo. 1-1. Marsh loops one to right center field. That is falling. That is down for a base hit. Realmuto, he will go first to third. Marcy fires it in. Big turn from Marsh, but he will stay put at first. Single. Realmuto goes corner to corner, and there are runners at first and third with 1 away for Brian De La Cruz. Now Marlins bullpen is idle as it stands right now. De La Cruz struck out on an elevated fastball at 95 miles an hour his first time up. Again, De La Cruz went 2 for 3 with a double yesterday.
If you're Gusto, what you should be thinking about is a ground ball right here. Get a double play, get out of this mess.
De La Cruz fouls it back, and it's 0-1.
Got to get the ball at the bottom of the strike zone, preferably one of those breaking pitches, and get De La Cruz out on that front foot, hit it to the shortstop. Although the Marlins not necessarily playing double play depth. They're playing in close, trying to cut the run off at home plate.
0-1. De La Cruz lifts one out to right field, medium depth. Ruiz is underneath. Realmuto tagging. Esteury pops up, ready to go. Realmuto trying it. Throw to the plate, cut off by Hicks, and it does not make its way through.
I don't know what happened on that throw. I thought Ruiz had a little bit more arm strength than that. But that ball bounced well in front of the cutoff man, Hicks. And there was really no opportunity at throwing Realmuto out.
Did Ruiz not think Realmuto was going to go?
He did know he was going because of the way he played the ball. He got behind it and he played it like you're supposed to play it when you know a guy's trying to advance on you. But the throw, he just could not get anything on that. I don't know if it slipped out of his hand or what.
A little weird. With a sacrifice fly, Realmuto tags from third. It's 3-0 Philly. First pitch to Crawford. Then a line shot over the jumping glove of Otto into center for a base hit. Marsh to second. The runners at first and second with 2 gone for Edmundo Sosa.
And Crawford now 2 for 2 in this contest.
Last one, respectfully, maybe a bit of a cheapie. It was an infield single on a slow 1-hopper, but that one 101 off his bat, right back up the box. Edmundo Sosa singled back up the box his first time up. 9 hitting shortstop. He was in the lineup much higher yesterday. Had a sinker in there on the outside edge for a cold strike, and it's 0-1.
He was much higher yesterday because of the success that he had against Alcantara coming into the game.
0-1. Sosa with a broken bat, little roller over to third. Sanoja's got it, goes the short way to second, and a fielder's choice ends the inning. Rod Allen, that was a broken bat.
And you already know, Gorilla.
Two up and 2 down. Here's Matt Olson. Olson swings and clubs one. High in the air to deep center field. Streaking way back to the wall and off the wall. That's a home run above the yellow line. Matt Olson gets us going with a homer to the deepest part of the yard. What a shot. Way up in the air to straightaway center, and it's 1-0 Braves.
That's got to feel good for Matt Olson getting that goose egg out of his home run column, and there was no question that one was leaving the yard. That was absolutely crushed.
Mitch Meyer at the wall, leaping off his glove, and look at Ross Globe preventing a 3-run home run. That is one of the oddest plays. Giles
Dials a long run towards the corner. Crashes through the door. For a moment, I thought he wanted to leave early.
A strange-looking defensive play by Pat Burrell.
It looked like the invisible man came from behind and tackled him.
Wanted out in front of the plate. He's falling forward. And that's a Zach Bundes flare.
Two-run double.
Bottom of the fourth inning. It is 3-0 Philly. Before Hicks hits, let's pause 10 seconds for Station ID here on the Marlins Radio Network.
Marlins baseball on WQAM-FM and HD1 Miramar. WQAM-AM Miami and Odyssey Sports Station.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
Liam Hicks going to lead things off against Jesus Luzardo. First pitch to Hicks. This is off the plate away for ball one. It was close. A sweeper just missed in the left-on-left matchup. It'll be Hicks, Edwards, and Sanoja against Luzardo. 1-0 pitch. He is in for a called strike. Again, we will watch Xavier Edwards after he swings the bat, see if he's grabbing at that right side like he did last time. 1-1. That was a bouncing ball right side of the infield. Harper's got it on the backhand. He fires the covering Luzardo. And they get Hicks for out number one.
That's a nice job by Harper and also Luzardo. Luzardo, as soon as that ball was hit to the right side, made a beeline to first base. But what Harper did was he gave him a firm throw before he got to the bag so he could catch it and then look for the bag and tag it. So many times they give him the ball and they're trying to get to the bag at the same time and they mishandle something, miss the bag or they mishandle the baseball.
And it was one of those ground balls to the right side where, like, Stott probably could have gotten it. First pitch. X takes a called strike on the lower inside edge. But Harper committed to going to get it. And to your point, Rod, like, he corrected with a hard throw. That guy, I think Stowers can learn a lot from the way Harper transitioned to first base.
Right.
0-1 is fouled back, and it's 0-2 because that's a guy in Harper that was a good corner outfielder that immediately turned into a great defensive first baseman.
Yeah, Bobby Dickerson works with the infielders for the Phillies, and he's a good defensive infield coach, and he's really helped out Bryce Harper make that transition.
0-2. X sprays foul right side.
Good pitch by Luzardo, forcing fastball with 2 strikes. He knows that most hitters are waiting just a tick longer because they have 2 strikes, and they don't want to leave the strike zone and swing at a ball.
0-2. Edwards takes low and away a changeup. Notably, Luzardo is down a tick or 2 today from average. He usually sits about 97. He's been about 95, 96 today.
I've noticed that.
1-2 pitch. That one a roller over to the third baseman Bohm. He's got it. He tosses to first, and that is out number 2. But it hasn't really affected him today. He's through 3 2/3, a 1-hit shutout baseball. 51 pitches.
A lot of soft contact. I mean, as a matter of fact, all the contact has been soft. For the most part, with the exception of the Lopez base hit. A lot of ground balls, too.
He brings up Javier Sanoja. Sanoja flat out to right his first time up.
He's the only one that's gotten the ball in the air so far today.
First pitch at 96, clipped the upper inside edge for a called strike 1.
And he's the one you don't want in the air.
0-1 from Luzardo. Now when a sweeper spun low and in, good take from Javi.
Really good take. That sweeper, it stays in the strike zone for a pretty good bit until it gets into the hitting zone. Then all of a sudden it disappears on you after you've started your swing.
The 1-1 kind of bent Sanoja backwards. It was 96 high and tight for ball 2.
He overthrew that fastball.
You might have seen the radar gun and said, let me get back to who I am. 2-1. That one a sinker at 94, just missed the outside edge for ball 3. Luzardo with a side turn to the head, like, man, I thought I had that. You know, I think it's the highest pitched yell that we've got all season long today. 3-1. That one misses low for ball 4. Sanoja draws a walk. So Javi aboard, a 2-out base runner. That'll bring up Kyle Stowers.
Hey, Marlins fans, join us for our T-Mobile Colombian Heritage celebration on Saturday, August 8th at 4:10. Catch the Fighting Fish, take on the Angels, and take home an exclusive jersey with your ticket package. Get your tickets at marlins.com/Colombia.
Kyle Stowers struck out looking his first time up, and he takes a sinker right down Broadway for a called strike 1.
A lot of first pitch strikes so far by Luzardo, and really he's done it in a variety of different ways. It could be the sweeper. It could be that changeup or that fastball as well.
The one is lifted out to straightaway center. Justin Crawford hardly has to budge. He drifts a little bit over to his right to put it away and end the inning. At 58 pitches, Luzardo.
I'm going to throw out a restaurant kitchen term to you, and then hit me with the baseball one. I'll start first.
Okay.
Mise en place.
Oh, mise en place. That is, as the chef, you put all your different ingredients out kind of before you start cooking, right?
You got it, man. Yeah. That's the most important
That's a tough one. I hear this one a lot because of my name, can of corn.
Easy fly ball.
There's so much history right here, and when I put it on and it's so light, it just feels just right. It feels just right. I mean, look at this. It got the city on it. When I was 7 years old, my uncle takes me where? To Shea Stadium. Darryl Strawberry hits a home run, and I become a fan for life.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game, these games, all the games, pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Hey, Marlins fans, think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all of your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Philly up hitting the Fish 6-1 today. They lead 3-0 in the top of the 5th. And Trey Turner hitting for the 3rd time. He drives the ball out to left field. That's deep. Heriberto back. He's looking up, and that is gone.
It was a lot of paper cuts for the Philadelphia Phillies today until the 15th solo shot by Trey Turner. I just told them the last time Trey came up, he loves swinging at the first pitch. He's done it in all 3 of his plate appearances so far this afternoon. And they were able to keep him quiet the first 2 games of the series, not so much today.
Yeah, Turner with his solo shot makes it 4-0 Philadelphia. Pitch in to the top of the 5th. It was 104 off the bat and 413 feet out to left field.
And Trey Turner, the designated hitter this afternoon for Don Mattingly's Phillies. What a manager like Mattingly will do with that DH position. It's usually Schwarber's, but if he's not DHing, he'll rotate it like he did yesterday with Harper, Bohm, let some other guys DH.
1-0 check swing. Stott did go around on a cutter upstairs. Got 4-0 Philly top 5.
That way you keep some of your everyday regulars kind of fresh.
And something that Rob Thompson cited when he was managing the Phillies, something I'm sure Don Mattingly cites as well, is he wants to get the veterans off their feet when they play on turf.
Yep.
And this is up and away for ball 2. What's the difference between turf and grass?
Well, the turf is just so hard. I mean, a lot of times underneath it, you don't know what's under it. But it's better now, but the old turf used to wear out guys' knees. Your ankles hurt, your feet hurt because you're the older turf back in the cookie cutter ballparks like Philadelphia, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh back in the day. That was like running on concrete because there was concrete right underneath a very slim sheet of AstroTurf. So that's why guys always had knee problems if they played on artificial surface. It's a lot harder surface. The legs take a pounding.
3-1. Check swing and a tapper foul by Stott. Well, you got action in the Marlin bullpen. Dax Fulton, another guy who could go long. Fulton's warming up.
You mentioned Rob Thompson. That's who Don Mattingly took over for. And unfortunately for Don, he had to take over for a friend. But Rob Thompson had to do the exact same thing when he took over for Joe Girardi when he was the interim manager.
2 misses up and away for ball 4. So Stott aboard after the leadoff homer. A walk issue. That'll bring up Harper.
A walk to Stott can turn into a double very quickly. He has not been thrown out this year while attempting to steal a base. And he's been successful 17 straight times.
94 missed inside for ball 1 to Harper. Let's see if Stott is mobile. Gusto flipping with 70 pitches now in his start. Ryan set at the belt. And the 1-0. Harper takes off the inside edge, a slider turning in.
This becomes a very dangerous at-bat because he's already fallen behind with 2 off-speed pitches. Well, 1 fastball, 1 off-speed. Does he dare throw him a fastball here in a 2-0 count where Harper's looking for it?
What say you? 2-0, that one driven down the right field line. It's a fair ball, and it 2-hops its way into the corner. A runner from first, Stott. He's around third. He's heading home. That kicked away from Ruiz, and now Harper pushes to third base. So Stott in from first, and Bryce Harper has himself an RBI triple. It's 5-0 Philly in the top of the 5th.
He did not throw Bryce a fastball. He threw him a breaking pitch, and the breaking pitch stayed up in the strike zone, and Bryce got out in front of it and nearly hit it foul. But the ball did stay fair, got down in that right field corner and trickled away from the right fielder, Ruiz, so he had to chase it down, and by the time he chased it down, Stott running from first, able to score, and Harper with a triple.
Bryce Harper with triple number 3, RBI number 64, and Daniel Mosky is out to chat with Ryan Gusto before he faces off with Alec Bohm. That's 3 straight hits at the outset of the 5th. Turner homer, Stott, 3 straight base runners. Turner homer, Stott walked, and Harper with that triple down the right field line. Yet Philly is 6 over 557 and 51. The Marlins at an even 554 and 54. And we are at the point of the program in the 2026 season where you can start to scoreboard watch a little bit. And as you take a peek at the National League wildcard standings, there is a fascinating ball game in Pittsburgh right now between the Diamondbacks and the Pirates. It was a 1-run win for the Diamondbacks in 12 last night in a game that took over 4 hours, ended about 11 p.m. and they got going at about 12:30 p.m. today. So quick turnaround for them.
And that game really important for whoever wins it, because whoever wins that game, they will hold the tiebreaker on the season.
First pitch missed inside Bohm, but Navarreto get a challenge. First time we go up to the ABS challenge system today. Reminder, ABS is powered by T-Mobile, and survey says that one clipped the inside edge. Good challenge from Brian. He overturns the call. Just a sliver of the baseball on the inside corner. From 1-0 to 0-1.
So the tiebreaker is very important, because if it's Pittsburgh that holds the tiebreaker, and say those 2 teams tie for a wild card spot, Pittsburgh would be the team going to the postseason because they had a better season against the Diamondbacks. Something to look forward our team to as we move forward into August and September.
Yep.
That's why winning every game is very important.
100%.
Especially within your division, in your league.
Arizona with that win last night. They pushed a game in front of the Pirates. They occupied that final wild card spot. Bohm sprays it foul right side, and it's 1-2.
I doubt very seriously if Harper's coming on contact here. I mean, they've already have a 5-run lead. The last thing they want to do is run Harper into the shin guards of Navarreto. So ball hit on the ground, the infield playing in. I don't think Harper's coming on contact.
There's still nobody out in this inning. Still working off the first base side of the rubber. Here's 1-2 to Bohm. He fouls it back. It was 96, and we were talking about this over the last couple of nights. Bohm is a guy that you can beat with heaters and well-located heaters, but he is ready to hit breaking balls. Gusto went to a heater away.
I like another heater up right here. If he throws him a breaking ball, Bohm is going to drive the run in. He's a good breaking ball hitter. He's got slider bat speed, so to speak.
1-2. Bohm with a chopper. That is up the gut beyond the reach. The shortstop Lopez into center for a base hit. Harper comes in to score from third. Bohm with an RBI knock makes it 6-0 Philly in the road fifth.
It was a breaking pitch. Now these Phillies come to play today. Did not want to get swept. At least doing everything in their power not to get swept today.
This is getting Luzardo a long time sitting on the bench in the first base dugout.
He'll take it though. All the runs he's getting.
Luzardo with 57 pitches through 4 scoreless.
Gusto does not have an out here in the fifth. That's
And
2 of them
Realmuto.
right there though.
He rolls one over to short. Otto to X to Hicks. That is a 6-4-3 double play. And there are 2 men gone. The base is empty.
Ask and you shall receive.
He's got to will it into existence.
Yeah, you do.
So Realmuto, again, he bounces into that 6-4-3. And now it's Brandon Marsh. Now Marsh is 1 for 2 so far today. 6-0 Philly. First pitch from Ryan. And Marsh sprays it foul left side.
And the way that Luzardo has been pitching this year, it's going to be very, very difficult for this Marlins offense to come back against him. Stranger things have happened, but they've got to gut out some at-bats. They've got to have better at-bats than the ones that they've had so far.
0-1. This is up and away. Fastball sailed at 95. Now for Philly, you assume a couple of guys are going to be down in that bullpen today. In all likelihood, we will not be seeing Jose Alvarado, who's thrown on back-to-back days. Likely same with Orion Kirkry, sprayed foul left side. Everybody else should be available, including Joan Duran and Jonathan Bolin, but other guys that should be around, Tim Meza, the lefty, Kyle Backus, the lefty, should also be around. One-two from Gusto. Marsh rolls one down the first base line. It's a fair ball plucked out by Hicks. He will walk into the bag himself and end the inning. Well, the damage, unfortunately, done.
You know, in Boston, every now and then you'll do those throwback days where you bring out the big baggy jerseys, and the baggier the better. When I broke into the league, everybody was wearing really baggy pants, and then as the years go along, I started wearing these skinny, mini, tight pants that looked like they were painted on. So by the time I was with Boston, I really wanted to wear the baggier, the better. We just wanted to be flying around in the outfield there, having a good time.
Kevin Gausman was outstanding against the A's last night. Dylan Cease will try to do the same.
Cease was brought on board to not just help lead this rotation this season, but also into the Blue Jays' future.
Just swing and a miss to retire the side. Cease gets Soderstrom. And he blows him away with a fastball for strikeout number 6. He's been striking out guys. There's no question about it.
Blue Jays pitching's got some filthy stuff.
And he rings up another one. That is 5 consecutive strikeouts and 9 in the game for Cease.
That slider is virtually unhittable this afternoon for these Athletics hitters.
3-2, and he got him with a high fastball for strikeout number 12.
This is a different fastball that we are seeing from Dylan Cease this afternoon. It has been electric all day.
At Lone Depot Park when the Marlins face the Angels August 7th through 9th. Don't miss an exclusive merch for Pokemon. And go night and our Colombian Heritage Celebration, plus the first 5,000 kids at the ballpark on Sunday will receive a special kids lunchbox for Billy's birthday, presented by Pringles. Get your tickets now at marlins.com/tickets.
Jesus Luzardo back out there for the home fifth, and Esteury Ruiz drives one again down the left field line. That will one-hop the wall in the corner. Marsh will pick it up now. He tosses it back in. It's a lollipop throw that two-hops its way to the third baseman Bohm. But Ruiz will settle for a double. Again, He's clipped Luzardo twice this year already, and he might just have this guy's number.
He almost like he knows exactly what Luzardo is throwing. I wonder if Ruiz ever played behind Luzardo when they were in the Oakland Athletics organization, because he's getting some really good swings against him. That was a hanging breaking ball. It looked like Ruiz was sitting on something soft, and he whistled that ball down into the left field corner for a double. Marlins in business now. They might be able to score a run or two here.
They got a lot of work to do. They trail 6-0 to the visiting Phillies here in the bottom of the 5th. But Luzardo about to throw his 60th pitch. The earlier that you can get into the Philly bullpen, the better. First pitch to Brian Navarreto, a changeup that floats low and in for ball 1.
Yeah, that's the hardest ball hit today by the Marlins. Luzardo's been in cruise control.
103 on the one-hop liner. Next pitch to Navarreto, a sinker that again misses low at 93 miles an hour. Luzardo's season average about 96 on that pitch. Is it harder to get up velocity-wise for a nooner, you think?
I think so.
Not harder for these campers to get up. 2-0 pitch is a bouncer foul, third base side.
And then again, Luzardo might be doing something that guys like old school pitchers would do. Randy Johnson and Kurt Schilling and Pedro Martinez. They're not going to show you the 98 until you make them.
Yeah.
He's been great today with 94, 95.
Verlander, great example more recently. But another guy even most recently, 2-1. That one ran inside. That hit Navarrete. It was a sweeper that ran in. It got Brian. That is a hit by pitch on the heels of the double. Runners at first and second with nobody gone for the 9-man Marcy.
And Paul Skeens has started to dial it back just a little bit in some of his starts this year, where he's not 98, 99 in the first inning. He's more 93, 94. And if he needs to go there, he can go there.
He started to do that. Another guy that not many may know, but Sean Burke has been throwing the ball very well for the Chicago White Sox. And Burke, another guy that starts his day about 93, 94.
Former Astro, right?
I believe so.
I believe Burke was an Astro, I believe. Could be wrong.
Marcy, he gets a bunt down. It's a good one, but the third baseman, Bohm, picks it up. He fires on the run in time to get Marcy. A successful sacrifice bunt, 5-3. Runners at second and third with one away for the top of the order, and Otto Lopez.
Usually don't see a bunt when you're down by 6. But in this case, and Marlins just trying to get a couple of guys in the scoring position and try to chip away here against Luzardo. Now, Lopez has got to do his job.
Otto is 1 for 2 today. First pitch, check swing. He did go around on a sweeper, and it's 0-1. This is where Luzardo makes his money and became an all-star. He is a strikeout artist in situations like these. But Otto hitting over .310 with runners in scoring position this year.
And he's not afraid of left-handers either.
That one a ground ball over to short. Sosa was playing back. They concede the run. Toss to first. It is in time for out number 2, but an RBI ground out gets the Marlins on the board. 6-1 Philly in the bottom of the 5th. Navarreto stays put at second base. But again, Ruiz in from third base. With 2 men gone and a runner at second, it'll be Heriberto Hernandez.
If Hernandez could run into one here, all of a sudden we've got a different ball game.
He's got a team leading 15 home runs this year.
He has rolled over to the left side of the infield on a couple of occasions today. And I've noticed, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, that Bert's having a good year. He's doing a wonderful job, Hernandez. But when he does struggle, he rolls over to the left side of the infield. When he's going up the middle and driving the ball the other way, that's when he's getting that backspin, doing a lot of damage. Yep. Today, he's been rolling over. And that's just an indication of a guy trying to be too quick.
Yep. 1-0. Heriberto bounces it foul, a sweeper. Count 1-1 on Hernandez. Again, Fulton continues to throw. We got a righty, Tyler Zuber, playing catch as well.
And you got to believe that Gusto's day is over.
Ryan's at 76 pitches.
Good pitch.
He takes a called strike. It was a sweeper that clipped the inside edge.
That sweeper, he starts it off the plate outside against a right-handed batter. And if you're a right-handed batter, it looks like it's going to be a ball away. And all of a sudden, because it's got that spin on it, it inches its way back to the home plate.
1-2 sweeper, missed low. Luzardo at 70 pitches at this point. It seems like it will be a relatively short outing for him. Now, he could muscle up and get through 7, but in all likelihood, this is looking like a 6-ish inning start. Bush would love to tack on a couple more. And Burt takes up and away. Sweeper is 3-2.
Here's where Luzardo, I don't know for sure, but he's probably going to throw something off speed here to Heriberto. But if you're Heriberto, you can't be looking for anything off speed. You got to be ready for your fastball.
Yeah.
You have to be ready for your fastball, but we'll see.
Payoff pitch. Heriberto drives out to left field and deep. Marsh is back. He's looking up, and that is gone. Slamming off the Amaranth Bank sign. You said a homer changes this game, and all of a sudden, it's a 3 spot for the Fish. A 2-run shot for Burt, and they trail 6-3.
Outstanding job by Hernandez getting to the 3-2 count, and then knowing beyond a shadow of a doubt that Luzardo was not going to throw him a fastball. He threw him a changeup that was up around his eyes, and Heriberto hits his 16th home run of the year. And what's most impressive about Heriberto is that most of his homers have gone left center to right center. That's a big blow right there.
Next pitch to Liam Hicks. That would have bounced her over to first. Harper's got that. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the inning is over. 2-run shot for Burt. Again, is another Marlins home run for healthcare. Reminder, every Marlins homer means a donation from Leon Medical Centers to the league.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Martin back near the wall, jumps up, and it makes the play.
He peels it off the middle of that 20-foot high wall with a wonderful leaping grab. Nice job, Austin Martin.
Ozzie diving stop from his knees. Side retire. Diving is Quan. He made another great catch. Well, that's how you win 4 straight Gold Gloves.
And it is caught by Miles Straw.
And Kreidler going out, and Kreidler makes a great play. Boy, the fellas came to play defensively.
Vladdy snatches it on the line, spins, throws a strike to Bieber, covering the back for the out. Really nice play by Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And they'll throw home to get the out. That's Chansey. Troy's there. Hopscotch inning over.
Nice play, Massey. Does he have time? Yes.
Man, oh man, was that sweet.
Clement's got it, sliding stop. What a play by Ernie Clement for out number 2.
The Blue Jays defense has been up to the task this afternoon.
CarShield help with costly repairs when an unexpected breakdown happens.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
Here's the 0-2 to Casey. He swings. It's a high fly ball to left. Baez back. Track wall. Gone! A solo shot for Owen Casey. And the Jumbo Shrimp are up 2-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. That was as line drive as you can get, but Owen Casey 101 off.
First pitch from Dax Fulton misses off the plate to Brian De La Cruz.
Oh, that was Matt Davis with the AAA Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. Owen Casey, day 1 rehab assignment, a couple of walks, a hit by pitch, and a home run.
1-0 is in for a cold strike.
Owen was put on the IL with that calf strain, right calf strain, on July 9th. And the Marlins since then, guys, 3-12. And why I mentioned the record?
That one cut on and missed. It's 1-2. 6-3 Philly, top 6.
Because you got to point to the last 18 games for Casey. A .348 batting average, 6 home runs, 15 RBIs, and a 1,200 OPS.
Yeah. 1-2. When this is off the plate, it'll be good to get Orange Crush back in this lineup, huh?
I tweeted you guys when you were on the road trip.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what, guys? We miss Owen Casey. I thought as much about 6-7 days ago.
2-2. De La Cruz with a little hanging liner that makes its way right to the shortstop Otto Lopez, and he puts it away for out number 1.
And Fulton needs a 1-2-3 inning and to get his squad back in the dugout as soon as possible, and while the Marlins still have some momentum on their side. Even though the Phillies are winning the game, there has been a little bit of a momentum switch toward the Marlins with the 3 runs they scored in the bottom half of the 5th.
No doubt about that, and it's Fulton's job to keep it here to Rod's point as he misses upstairs with a sweeper for ball 1 to Justin Crawford. 1-0.
Oh.
That one missed way up and in at 93. Crawford had to duck out of the way. He lost the helmet when he was working back. Count 2 balls and no strikes. Well, watch your lips. That Crawford, if he didn't move, I mean, that was coming right for his right ear hole. The 2-0 pitch. Crawford takes low for ball 3. Justin Crawford, he is 2 for 2 so far today with a little infield chopping single and a line drive single. 3-0. In for a called strike.
This Phillies team, they've got a nice mixture of veterans and youth. They're starting to combine them both.
Yep. And Crawford is the youth movement. 3-1. That one misses low for ball 4. Speedy Crawford aboard. Last thing you wanted to do
was walk him. And Fulton has a sweeper that he throws about 39% of the time. Got a 4-seam fastball, slider, changeup, sinker. But it's that sweeper 4-seam combination is what he uses the most. That sweeper pitch has only been around for 3 or 4 years.
Fouled back by Edmundo Sosa, and it's nothing but.
But yet it's becoming such a popular pitch for so many right-handed and left-handed pitchers.
You know, it seems like an easy one to pick up for guys. If they already throw a slider, it's not that hard for so many people to find a sweeper. Now, some guys, they just can't find it. And Skubal has talked about that.
Right.
Skubal famously cannot, for the life of him, find a sweeper that works for him. But there's so many guys that have figured one out.
Skubal's got a lethal changeup, though.
Yeah. Long hold from Fulton. And the 0-1 is cut on and miss. 95. Sosa was late.
Tigers are in a very difficult decision to make. I mean, it's almost like the Ohtani situation when he was with the Angels. I mean, do you trade him at the deadline or do you let him walk as a free agent? They let him walk as a free agent and didn't get nearly much back for him.
Sosa with a roller over to short. Otto to second for 1. On to first. In time for 2. There's the shutdown inning. Dax Fulton faces the minimum in his scoreless 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The Arizona Diamondbacks are striking back after a slow start, and it's largely thanks to one of baseball's fastest men.
Corbin's on the run. He's going the distance. He's going for speed.
Corbin Carroll has been playing like an MVP since his debut in 2022, but in his 4th full season, he's taken his game to a whole new level.
This guy's unbelievable. He's unforgettable.
On Sunday, Carroll put together one of the best games of his career, going 4 for 4 with 2 triples and a 9-1 D-backs win. That put Carroll at 8 triples for the season, twice as many as any other player, and 51 for his career.
He's the reason why you come to the ballpark. Watch him hit and watch him run.
He became the 2nd fastest player of all time to reach 80 homers and 50 triples. Only Hall of Famer Lou Gehrig did it faster. Carroll's on pace to lead the majors in triples for the 3rd straight season, and he's only 1 triple away from tying the Diamondbacks club record of 52.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
The MLB Journey to 30 sweepstakes presented by T-Mobile is the ultimate bucket list. Enter now for your chance to win trips to all 30 ballparks. Yes, all 30. MLB.com/journey to 30 sweeps. Lefty Jesus Luzardo back out there. He's at 70 pitches through 5 innings. First pitch to Xavier Edwards. He squared the bunt, pulled it back, and took low for ball 1.
I like that idea by Xavier. It looked like he was not trying to bunt that ball down third base line, but he was trying to push it past the pitcher, Luzardo. A lot of times left-handed pitchers.
1-0. That one missed off the plate away for ball 2.
After they deliver the ball toward home plate, they kind of fall off toward the third base side, so you could push one by them. But Luzardo, not so much.
2-0 pitch. That one a hard hit ground ball to the backhand of the second baseman, Stott. He's got it, and he tosses it to first. And that is out number 1. It was hard contact from X. Unfortunately, just right on the ground and right to the second baseman. The 102 off his bat. And now it's Javier Sanoja, who's flat out to right and walked so far. Luzardo, mind you, just dialed up the sinker a little bit. He was at 96 in the last 2 pitches. First pitch to Sanoja, fouled back. A sinker at 97, and it's 0-1.
Well, Luzardo got beat on off-speed pitches last time up, and it's exactly what you and I discussed in the previous inning, is that the Marlins, if they were going to have any success today against Luzardo.
0-1 to Javi. That one a line shot into left. That is down for a base hit. That'll roll all the way to the wall. Sanoja sprinting to second. Marsh is tossing it back in, and Javi's got himself a 1-out double.
We were talking a couple of innings ago about how you get to Luzardo. You forget about the fastball, and you concentrate on the sweeper and the changeup because he throws those pitches so much. So what does Ruiz do? He gets a breaking pitch. What does Hernandez do? He gets a changeup. What does Sanoja do? Another breaking pitch. You can put the breaking pitches in play a little bit better than the fastball because he throws a lot more of those than he does his fastball.
Yep.
You can eliminate the fastball almost until 2 strikes at it. And then you can pretty much eliminate it then too. I would never do that, but these kids nowadays do.
And now it's Stowers in the left on left. He's 0 for 2. And he swings and misses over the top of the sweeper, and it's 0-1. Luzardo, next pitch is number 80, and Philly up 6-3. So a 3-run game. Again, you can expect to see Jonathan Bolin deployed today. You can also expect to see Joan Duran deployed today by Don Mattingly out of the Philly pen.
Yeah, somehow, some way, if Stowers is able to drive in a run here, he's going to get a breaking pitch. That much we do know.
0-1. Stowers fouls it back. It's 0-2.
Oh, 97. There it was.
He's starting to kick it into high gear as his day is probably 80% done at this point.
He wants a strikeout here. That's what he's looking for. He's hunting. He hadn't gotten that many strikeouts since the second inning.
0-2 is fouled back, a sweeper.
He had 4 quick.
And he's still sitting on 4. Struck out 4 in a row.
Yeah.
It was Stowers, Ruiz, Navarreto, Marcy to end the second and start the third. But since then, a lot of contact against Jesus Luzardo. Oh, 2. That one misses low and in. That was a changeup.
That's a rare changeup to a left-hander. That's a dangerous pitch to a left-handed batter because a changeup from a left-handed pitcher usually kind of tails right down and in the happy zone of a lefty.
1-2, runner on the go. That one missed off the plate. Throw to third. That is not in time. Sanoja swipes the bag with a lefty in the box. It is a called third strike. Stowers is out, and there are 2 men going.
The throw did beat Sanoja there, but I don't know if Bohm got there late, and where he applied the tag, the foot seemed like it was on the bag.
And they're going to challenge. This is huge because with a lefty in the box and Stowers striking out there, the final out of the inning could have been committed at third base.
It won't be good. There's no doubt about that if, in fact, it is overturned. But I think he's safe. I don't think Bohm applied the tag initially until he got that foot on the bag. He missed him. He whiffed.
Oh.
He's safe.
Rod, I don't know if we have the best look, to be honest. It looked like the back of his pant kind of ripped
a little bit.
bit.
Saw that? Maybe that's what they see on the Phillies side.
We'll see if we get a better view of this. Again, there are so many cameras at Major League Baseball's disposal, but it really helps that the call on the field was safe. And the head-on view, you cannot tell if Bohm's mitt grazes.
Especially if he's thrown out because you got Ruiz coming up, and Ruiz is the one guy that has really hit Luzardo well lately. The one guy in the lineup. I think it's gonna stand though.
Yeah, you wonder if there's another look besides that one, because if that's the only look, I mean, there is certainly nowhere close to indisputable video evidence to overturn this. Hit it 6-3 Philly over the Marlins in the bottom of the 6th. If the call stands, Sanoja's at third for Ruiz, but if it's overturned, Sanoja is caught stealing third.
They don't give us any looks on the big board anymore, do they?
This is probably the best view that we have there.
I don't know. I just don't know. And the umpire is right there, who had a wonderful game last night. I mean, Dexter Kelly was on point last night behind the dish.
Overturned. The runner is out.
Oh.
Philadelphia with the famous challenge.
So again, they caught him. Bohm did apply the tag on his back pant leg, and that is, unfortunately, another base running blunder from Javier.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
No, it wasn't not me. No, not me.
They were talking accountability here.
Not me.
Vaughn was there, Terang was there, and none of them caught it.
Well, because he's a sorcerer or whatever that thing is for. He's a wizard.
Got the hat. Okay. Smooth out there.
Poor fan. He's like, I'm never going to see that hat again.
That's a tough play for the fans too, right? You don't have, yeah, ouch.
Marlins and the New York Mets for Marlins on Deck, hosted by Steven Strom. It begins at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Gets you more than ready for Marlins baseball. Interviews, takes, breakdowns. Steven will bring it all tomorrow during Marlins on Deck. Listen here or watch on X at Marlins Radio. Dax Fulton, he missed low for ball one to Trey Turner. 6-3 Philly over the Fish in the top of the 7th. 1-0. That one a line shot into right center field, but Ruiz got a good beat on that. He drifts to the spot and he makes the catch for out number 1. Really tough base running mistake to end the bottom of the 6th with Sanoja trying to swipe third with the lefty in the box. When Stowers struck out looking, Sanoja was thrown out at third to end the inning. It kind of is one of those cardinal rules. You just can't get thrown out at third to end an inning.
You can't. I mean, if you're going to go, if you're Sanoja, you got to be safe. You got to be 100% sure that you're going to be safe, especially for what I just said. Ruiz was coming up next. I mean, Ruiz is one guy in the lineup that has really hit Luzardo well. He's homered against him twice this year already, and he doubled against him earlier in that last inning to get things going for the Fish.
Yeah.
And another thing about Sanoja stealing third base.
1-0 to Bryson Stott. That one missed inside.
Is he tried to steal third base from a standstill position like you steal second base.
Yeah.
When you're stealing third base, you have to have a secondary lead, which gives you momentum going toward that next bag.
2-0 from Fulton to Stott. That one missed low and away for ball 3. Now Bryson Stott better by average against lefties than righties, but power production. All but one of his home runs against right-handed pitching this year. .30 from Dax. That one missed off the plate away for ball 4. It's a 1-out walk issue to Bryson Stott. That brings up Bryce Harper in a left-on-left matchup. Harper laced an RBI triple down the right field line his last time up. He's 1 for 3 today. Harper hitting with Bohm waiting on deck. And Philly up by 3. Luzardo at 81 pitches. And again, unfortunately, the base running blunder kind of bailed him out of that bottom of the 6th. First pitch to Harper. No one missed upstairs on a sweeper for ball 1. Infield shifting to lefty, hitting Harper to pull. And the 1-0 pitch. Harper takes low, a sweeper.
And Fulton's got to get back in the strike zone. You can't give away free passes here in the 7th inning. You've got to throw some strikes. Allow Harper to hit himself into a double play right here.
6 straight misfires from Dax Fulton. 2-0. That one in there for a called strike. Slider, center cut.
Here's where guys like Stott on first base, they'll take off because they know Fulton's really concentrating and trying to throw some strikes. So they'll take off and get a good jump sometimes, even though a left-handed pitcher's on the mound.
2-1. Harper swings and misses. Good sweeper worked away from Bryce Harper.
That pretty much is his signature pitch, that sweeper.
Well, Dax Fulton, so much prospect pedigree attached to him, but dealt with a variety of injuries, notably Tommy John surgery, long absence from the minor leagues for Dax Fulton, but
he's a big boy too.
Yeah,
huge.
Been very serviceable in long relief for the Fish. 2-2. Harper with a foul tip held on to by Navarreto. That was 96 upstairs. Fulton with a punch out. And there are 2 men gone.
Outstanding job by Dax coming back against Harper with 2 sweepers and an elevated fastball, as Jack told you, at 96 miles an hour to get the swing and miss.
Alec Bohm so far today is 1 for 3. Had an RBI single his last time up. It's part of that 3-run 5th. First pitch to Bohm, he dribbles foul right off his front foot. Navarreto popped out, picks it up along the third base line, but it's 0-1 against Bohm.
As late as Bohm was on that first pitch fastball, I don't know if I would deviate from that. I don't know if I would throw a different pitch in this situation.
Bohm with a roller over to second. No problem for X. He stands tall, tosses to first, and the inning is over. Fulton has worked 2 scoreless out of the Marlin bullpen, and it's time to stretch at Lone Depot Park. We go to the bottom of the 7th.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys.
Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You push yourself in everything you do, scanning headlines for insights, keeping an eye on the market. Robinhood puts you in control of your money, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I think it speaks for itself, the way he carries himself, the way he goes out there and just dominates on the mound. And, when he's locked in, which is pretty much every time, it's going to be hard to beat him. So, he brings his A game every time, and he goes out there and does his thing.
That was 23-year-old backstop for the Miami Marlins, Joe Mack. And Rod Allen, How grateful must Joe Mack be at 23 years old just to be in the show, but to have someone in Sandy Alcantara he gets to catch every 5 days?
You know, he's very young. He's only been in the big leagues, for a couple of months now, but gets a chance to catch one of the best Marlins pitchers of all time in Sandy Alcantara. And in what he does, and he handles him flawlessly. Sandy loves throwing to him. He just loves throwing to Joe Mack.
It's 6-3 Phillies over the Marlins here in the bottom of the 7th. Jesus Luzardo throwing his 7th and likely final inning. 0-1 to Ruiz. Check swing, foul tip held onto by Realmuto, and it's 0-2. Sandy Alcantara again broke the franchise record with his 111th quality start last night in that 1-0 win over the Phillies. He also now has the major league lead by throwing his 16th quality start this year. 0-2. Ruiz takes low and in, a sweeper. Well, we just saw the note from our friends at Marlins.tv. Tommy Hutton Day will be on August 23rd when the Marlins take on the Washington Nationals. It'll be kind of a day-long and game-long celebration of Tommy and his legacy as a broadcaster here for the Marlins. Then we miss low and away, and it's 2-2. Of course, this is Tommy's final year on Marlins telecast, but so darn cool that the Marlins will have Tommy Hutton Day again on August 23rd. Ruiz, he lines one into left for a base hit. It's a leadoff knock. Ruiz continues to see Luzardo well, and again, that makes that Sanoha caught stealing burn even more.
Every hit that Luzardo has given up in the game has pretty much been on soft stuff. And the Marlins in the last couple of innings, they appear to be looking for the soft stuff. That was another changeup that Ruiz hit to the pull field. So very nice job.
Well, now it's Navarreto. Tommy Hutton, an amazing decades-long career in broadcasting. Going in for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Rod, I'm sure you've known Tommy for a long time, man, even before you started working with the Marlins, but so cool that, again, he's going to get that day at the end of August.
You know, we all have special relationships, the broadcasters. Of course, when I would come to Florida, or when Florida, for whatever reason, would come to Detroit or anywhere else. Now it's Miami, but it used to be Florida.
Right.
Marlins. You get a chance to talk to all the broadcasters, and I've always enjoyed talking to Hut.
That one lifted into shallow right center field. Second baseman stopped working back. He makes the catch over the shoulder for out number 1.
He's a pro's pro. And a lot of guys that are down here in South Florida that are broadcasters now. And they grew up listening to Tommy Hut.
Yeah, I remember my first day on the job in 23. You knew who Tommy Hutton was, obviously, during the entire interview process. But when you got to meet him, I think what's cool, and this is a hard thing to achieve as a broadcaster, to be yourself on and off the air, and he was exactly who I thought he'd be.
100%. First pitch in for a called strike to Marcy, and it's 0-1.
Don't know if he will retire fully. I think he may have some ideas of maybe still sticking around and being a part of the organization in some capacity.
The one runner on the go. The throw to second from Realmuto kicks away and into shallow center, and Ruiz will pop up and go to third base.
He makes stuff happen.
Stolen base for Esteury, and he pushes to third on a throwing error from Realmuto. So now a fly ball from Marcy could absolutely get Ruiz in.
And we got a 2-run ball game all of a sudden against one of the best pitchers in the National League as we speak. Luzardo, when he came into this game, in his last 6 starts, he had given up 1 or 0 runs in those 6 starts. No one in baseball was pitching the kind of baseball Luzardo's pitching.
But here the Marlins have gotten him for 3 and threatening for a 4th. Marcy with a check swing. He did offer at that. It's 1-2. But again, Luzardo, one of the best in baseball at keeping a guy at third base.
If you're Marcy, all you got to do is put the ball in play right here on the ground somewhere. You've got to fight just to put it in play.
1-2. Marcy takes low and away. That was a sweeper.
Wouldn't shock me if he tried to sneak a fastball by Marcy right here.
6-3 Phillies over the Fish in the bottom of the 7th inning.
The crazy thing about the game of baseball.
2-2 misses low and away.
You got a guy out there that throws 97, 98, and he's getting beat with all his off-speed stuff.
Yeah. Action in the Philly pen. Seth Johnson is warming up. Right-hander. Now Marcy granted time ahead of a 3-2.
Now all of a sudden he has worked the count back to 3-2. by sweeper after sweeper after sweeper. Again, Marcy just has to put it in play on the ground somewhere, and Ruiz will score.
Philly infield still playing back. 3-2. That one a foul tip that ricocheted off of it. Seemed like Real Muto's face mask.
Got him pretty good, too.
Go with a payoff again. Real Muto just kind of shakes it off. Marcy gives him a moment. So does the home plate umpire, Shane Loudensparger.
Wasn't Real Muto a two-sport star before coming to the big leagues? Didn't he play quarterback somewhere?
Yeah, he was a football guy, right?
Yeah, I thought he played quarterback. Is it Ivy League school? Or high school?
No, Real Muto was a high school draftee.
Yeah, wherever he played high school ball, I think he was a quarterback.
He was a three-sport star at Carl Albert High School in Midwest City, Oklahoma. He won a state title in football and basketball. Or in football and baseball.
Yeah.
3-2. That one misses low and away for ball 4. Luzardo issues a walk, and now all of a sudden, Otto Lopez with one away in the bottom of the 7th comes to the plate representing the possible tying run.
They're going to go get him? Nope, the pitching coach is getting ready to go out and take a visit, not Don Mattingly.
Caleb Cotham going out to chat. Now Otto hits, but Burt waits on deck, and Heriberto has already gotten him for a 2-run home run today. Luzardo's at 98 pitches through 6 1/3. It seems like they're going to give him an opportunity to get through 7 innings. Ruiz is at 3rd. Marcy just worked his way aboard. The Marlins are looking to secure a sweep over the Philadelphia Phillies before going wheels up to New York. Marlins fans, a quick reminder to protect your family, your phone, and your furry friends with life, electronic device, and pet health insurance from Progressive. Otto is 1 for 2 today. His RBI came on an out. It was an RBI ground out his last time. Martin's 1 for 3.
Now, will Marcy be on the move here?
Maybe too risky. But I don't know for sure, Steven. But I think it's probably too risky to run into an out here, especially with the league's leading hitter standing in the batter's box.
Now Luzardo works off the first base side of the rubber. The mound visit is over, and Otto digs in. First pitch. Lopez takes low, a sinker at 95 for ball 1.
And Marlins are looking for spin now. They're looking for changeups, looking for off-speed pitches. Marcy cannot get picked off in this situation, and the guys also can't get doubled off.
A 1-0 pitch. That one a flare into shallow center, falling quickly. That is down for a base hit. That'll drive in Ruiz from 3rd, and all of a sudden, the tying run is on base. An RBI knock for Otto Lopez. It is 6-4 in the bottom of the 7th.
And Marlins have done a wonderful job here against Luzardo. Every hit he's given up has been on an off-speed pitch. Here's a changeup. The last 5 hits he's given up, changeup or sweeper, and you got to give the Marlins a lot of credit for their adjusting. They didn't adjust in the first 3 innings, but the second time through, they really started to adjust.
So the start is now officially unquality for Jesus Luzardo. And Don Mattingly is out to take the ball from him at 100 pitches exactly. Runners at 1st and 2nd, 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Dives ahead. He makes the catch, got a double play. He throws into 2nd to turn 2. There's some gold for you right there, shining brightly in center field.
Home run, Pete Crow Armstrong. Does it get any hotter than PCA?
It's his 4th hit of the night. It's his 3rd extra base hit.
Beavers right side. Get through. Base hits. Leave it to Beavers. The Orioles walk off the Braves. Oh, boy, did they need that.
Dylan Cease, a one-hit shutout with 12 strikeouts.
Dylan Cease is must-watch TV every time he takes to the mound.
Way back and gone! Salvador Perez. He's now the Royals' franchise leader in home runs.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Like, just go complete game. Finish the job in New York.
Mic drop.
Easy.
Well, this much I can promise you. Number 22 here in Miami will never be worn again by another pitcher or player once Sandy leaves. They will retire that number.
Oh, that seems like a foregone conclusion. Well, Seth Johnson is into the game. This is an incredibly taxed Phillies bullpen right now. And Johnson is throwing in a very high leverage spot. He inherits runners at first and second. The righty Johnson seeing Heriberto Hernandez. First pitch is in for a called strike, a fastball at 97.
And Marlins have a couple of base stealers out there in Marcy and Lopez, but with Hernandez standing in the batter's box, he's in scoring position, and he can definitely drive in a runner from first too with his extra base ability.
0-1. Burt with a big swing. He fouls 97 back, and it's 0-2. Heriberto hit his team-leading 16th home run in the 5th inning. It was a 2-run shot. It's 6-4 Philly over the Marlins here in the bottom of the 7th. 0-2 to Burt. That one misses low and away. A curveball.
Go ahead.
Seth Johnson making his 16th appearance with the Phillies this year. 15 2/3, a 10-run ball, but 29 innings with AAA Lehigh Valley at a 2.1 ERA. 1-2. Heriberto pops it up high in the air, left side of the infield. Third baseman Bohm is calling for it, and he makes the catch for out number 2. That brings up Liam Hicks. Hicks not far back of Bird. He's got 14 homers this year, but he is 0 for 3 today. All 3 at bats coming against the left-hander Luzardo. Luzardo faced 28 hitters. Only guy he saw 4 times was Otto, who had that RBI single for yet another multi-hit day for him. First pitch from Johnson to Hicks, and this is low and away at 98 miles an hour for ball 1.
It's been a minute since Hicks has homered, and one right here, boy, would be lovely. Earlier in the year, he had that ability to get that front foot down and get that ball airborne to the pool field. I know that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get it airborne again right here.
1-0 pitch. Now when a called strike up top, Hicks is going to challenge.
It's a great challenge right there. It's going to be 2-0. It's going to be a good hitter's count for Hicks. He knows it too.
ABS is powered by T-Mobile, and that did miss upstairs. Hicks is right, Rod Allen's right, and the Marlins have 2 challenges remaining.
Well, if he does get a fastball, he needs to get ready for it because it's going to be about 96 or 97, and it's got some late tailing action to it too.
To Liam.
Oh, he threw him a breaking pitch. He was scared to throw the heater.
It was a slider upstairs, and it's 3-0.
Would you green light him here?
What say you?
I say yes.
He's the kind of guy that won't put a bad ball in play. 3-0. Yeah, I want to call strike up top.
He wants to challenge that one, but he doesn't want to go. He's not quite sure, but that one was a ball too.
Yeah, but he held up. Now 3 balls and a strike.
No need to challenge. You still got a real good hitter's count right here.
3-1. That one ran up and in for ball 4. A walk loads the bases with 2 gone for Xavier Edwards.
The at-bats that the Marlins have had the last 2.5 innings have been really, really good. First 5.5 innings against Luzardo, they could do nothing today. But they finally figured some stuff out. They made an adjustment. I don't know for sure, and they probably would never say for sure, but they've kind of been sitting on some off-speed stuff lately.
Right now, Caleb Coffin, the Philly pitching coach, is out.
They might be listening to us on the radio down there.
Well, the entire Philly infield is in on this meeting except for Bryce Harper, who was just in the crouch. Left-hander Tim Meza is getting ready. You wonder if they want to stay away from Jonathan Bolin, but I mean, the standard script would be Bolin for the 8th and Duran for the 9th, but they got to get there. This is a premier threat for the Marlins, who plated their first 3 in the bottom of the 5th and now have 1 across in the 7th and are threatening for a heck of a lot more.
And they got a good hitter in the batter's box in Edwards. Edwards with 2 strikes definitely has the ability to drive in a run right here.
Now X is 0 for 2 today, but last ball that he put in play, he hit mighty hard. It was an 102-mile-an-hour ground out to second.
Xavier is hitting .347 this year, and with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. .347, that's pretty good.
Really good. After the mound visit, Seth Johnson seeing X. And the first pitch from Johnson. That went in for a called strike. A tight turning slider at 90. Edwards, switch hitter, flips around to the left side to hit for the first time after taking his first 3 plate appearances right-handed against Luzardo.
Big batter right here.
0-1. That one fouled straight down. Another slider, and it's 0-2.
Now Xavier really has to guard against the elevated fastball. After 2 straight breaking balls, don't know for sure, but a lot of times when they go against Xavier with 2 strikes, they throw that fastball upstairs and they hope that he swings at it.
0-2. That one a line shot over Bohm. That's a fair ball down the left field line. This game is tied. A 2-run single for Xavier Edwards. He got a pitch on the outer half. He just shot it that way. Marsing in from 3rd, Otto in from 2nd, and we're knotted at 6 in the home 7th.
A lot of unselfish at-bats the last 3 innings by this Marlins team, and some gritty at-bats. It was 3 sliders in a row, the last of which hung out over the plate, and Xavier just stayed with it. Hit it right over the head of Baum, who's very tall. He jumped but could not get it. 2 runs come home to score. How about 6 unanswered runs for the Marlins in a game where Luzardo started and had a 6-0 lead? My goodness, these Marlins.
And the pitch to Sanoja ran inside. That kicks away from Realmuto, and both runners going to push up 90 feet on a wild pitch.
The wheels have fallen off here for the Fighting Fields.
And the Fighting Fish are scratching and clawing, and they have kicked down the door. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. A single from Sanoja would give the Fish an 8-6 lead. 1-0. That one a flare foul right side, and it's 1-1.
If the Marlins come back and win this game, this will be the unlikeliest win of the year. Down 6-0 against Luzardo, a left-hander who we struggle against, and somehow to get back to not the score? Are you kidding me?
1-1. That one again ran high and tight at 98. Out of a pushback at Sanoja. Now 2 balls and a strike. We are tied at 6 in the bottom of the 7th. 2-1. That one reached for, popped up right side, foul ground. Realmuto will watch that get into the seats and out of play.
And probably swung at ball 3, and right there did Sanoja. And he knows it too, because he's patting his helmet, almost saying to himself, what are you doing? What are you doing? You got to get a good pitch.
Seth Johnson came on in place of Luzardo, and turning to a low leverage arm and a high leverage spot, burned Don Mattingly. 2-2. Sanoja pops it up right side. The first baseman Harper is underneath on the infield turf. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. But the damage is done. 3 across, the Fish tie.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Speaking of the AL East, the Rays are back in the driver's seat thanks to a week to remember from Junior Caminero. The Rays' blossoming superstar earned Player of the Week honors last week and has continued to rake.
Oh, yeah, he's still got the power. What a blistering pace.
Becoming the youngest player since 1900 to homer in 6 straight games and launching 9 homers in his last 8 games. During that torrid stretch, he posted the 8th 3-homer game in Rays history.
What a day to remember at Tropicana Field.
Junior's major output kick-started an 8-game winning streak for the Rays, as the team looks to capitalize on the Yankees' recent struggles.
An incandescent stretch for Junior Caminero.
And after hosting a week-long home run derby of his own, Junior will once again return to the stage for the real thing during All-Star Week in Philly. After finishing as the runner-up to Cal Raleigh last year, he'll have his eyes set on the prize this time around.
That may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Miami Marlins. Tyler Zuber into the contest in the top of the 8th inning, but it is a brand new ball game. We're tied at 6.
Took them a while today, but one of the things that we talked about when we were on Stephen Strom's award-winning pregame show today, Marlins on Deck, is the name of it. You've got to tune into it 30 minutes before every single game. We talked about
first pitch to Realmuto, misses off the plate.
The Marlins having the same kind of at-bats they had against Wheeler and Duran against Luzardo. It took them a minute, but later they started to have better at-bats. Driving the ball up the middle, unselfish at-bats, not striking out. And they've clawed their way back into this game by playing that kind of baseball.
Realmuto pops one up, foul ground, first base side. Navarreto and Hicks are over. Navarreto again nearly goes tumbling into the Philly dugout. It's a foul ball.
And Navarreto leaves it all on the field, doesn't he? They say that he is a great teammate.
Yeah.
I mean, just a superb teammate.
What a guy Navarreto is. And Brian Navarreto, again, been really nice to us in our encounters with him.
And you have to be well liked.
Well, again, we kind of said it following Monday's loss. Bit of a gut check for the Phils. And they didn't answer the call last night, losing 1-0 after losing 8-7 on Monday. And here they've lost a 6-0 lead. All 6 runs charged to Luzardo, the pitch. And that is up high. This is a starter who just came in having given up 1 run or less in 6 straight starts. Two and two the count. And the pitch. And it's hit on the ground to short. Lopez scoops it. Shuffles his feet. Throws to first in time. 1 away. Phillies come to Miami and their 2 of their standout starters, Zach Wheeler and Jesus Luzardo, combined to go 9 into 3rd innings, allowing 11 runs. Here's Brandon Marsh. The pitch. Marsh fouls it back.
Certainly don't expect that.
Nope.
Talking about a Marlins offense, too. When you think about it just on the second half, only the Blue Jays and the Angels have scored less runs than the Marlins.
0-1. Breaking ball, that's a called strike. Phillies with another error today to add to their major league total since the break. Their leading total since the break. Here's a ground ball foul, pass first. It's 13 errors. Today's the 12th game. No balls, 2 strikes on Marsh. And Zuber with the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Boy, that was way out of the strike zone. Brandon's going through it, man. He's deep down inside this slump hole. He's trying to find a way out. And sometimes you think in your head when you're in those slumps that you can swing out of it. I'm just going to swing, and if it's a fastball anywhere, I'm going to be on the fastball. It's not typically the best way to do it.
Here's Brian De La Cruz. And the pitch fouled off. Well, he's not alone.
No.
De La Cruz hitless today, 0 for 2 with a sac fly to drive in a run back in the 4th inning. Zuber enters the game with a 5.06 ERA. And a swing and a miss on a pitch about neck high. 0-2 the count.
This is where Seth Johnson was, 0-2. Curious to see where this pitch is.
The pitch. Way off the plate.
Where Seth Johnson has some stuff. You know, he throws hard. He's got a pretty good slider. And sometimes in big situations, big counts, tightens up, and it's location that leaves him.
1-2. And that one just missed. Fastball there.
Just takes one here from De La Cruz. Just hang one pitch to him.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Zuber ready at the letters. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball blew it by him. And Tyler Zuber comes on and strikes out a pair in a 1-2-3 8th inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. 6-6 ball game.
You can feel the excitement of Phillies baseball at Citizens.
Breaking ball, grounder. Marshall lets Jeffries get it, toss the cone, he tags the bag. And they say safe. Watch the runner, he's not watching the runner. The runner scores. And Cone's still arguing. Here comes the second runner. The second runner scores. I don't believe I just saw that. I don't believe it.
Be in the middle of New York to display a card like this is really such a big part of the Fanatics mission. You know, we think about how do we create new experiences. Now we get the opportunity to put incredible Holy Grail cards in front of tens of thousands, if not millions of new people. It's not just about collectors today, but also about how do we bring new collectors into the space as well. It's really what we do it all for.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Well, your PGW game summary, it's a little bit late, but let me give it to you. You look at the score right now. The Phils at one point had a 6-0 lead, and then it was 3 in the bottom of the 5th for the Marlins, another 3 in the bottom of the 7th, and now it is tied up at 6. 9 hits for the Phils, 7 for the Marlins, 1 error by the Phils. So now you're in the bottom of the 8th inning, and now it's a real ball game. PGW fueling the future.
Last time the Phillies blew a 6-0 lead and lost the game was August of 2022. And they're hoping to avoid that fate today. Kyle Stowers leading off against Jonathan Bolden. as the right-hander's first pitch misses up and away for ball one. Stowers, Ruiz, and Navarreto due up here in the 8th inning. The pitch, and it's up high. The Marlins are getting their closer, Pete Fairbanks, loose in the bullpen. Stowers today 0 for 3 against Luzardo. 2-0 pitch. And that one is a breaking ball that's in for a strike. The last time the Phillies blew a 6-0 lead overall was a year ago, August 17th, 2025, in Washington against the Nats. And we've got a ABS challenge, and that pitch was actually a little bit low. So the call is overturned, and it's a 3-0 count. On Stowers, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Boland's had a heavy workload of late. He was off last night, but this is his 5th appearance in the last 6 days. Pardon me, his 4th appearance in the last 6 days. Three and one. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And we've seen the Phillies here with their offense struggling. They have clearly tried to use more of their leverage relievers. I guess you could use the term chasing wins. 3-2 pitch. And it's popped up. And this is foul and out of play. But you might be behind, and it might only be by 1 run, so you still go with a guy like Boland in a quote-unquote down game. There's been a little bit more of that here lately, with the Phillies really struggling out of the All-Star break. 3-2 again. And a check swing. The pitch was high. It's ball 4. And the go-ahead run is on, leading off on a walk here in the 8th inning. It's 5 walks and a hit batsman today for Phillies pitchers.
You certainly can't come in and walk the leadoff hitter. The leadoff hitter on in the 5th for them. They got him on in the 7th and now here in the 8th.
The pitch bunted, foul, third base side. Well, the 5th and the 7th both turned into 3-run innings.
Yeah.
Let's hope the same doesn't
happen
in the 8th.
They're going to try to bunt somebody over here. That's Marlins' game. They do a lot of bunting.
Well, it was Ruiz in both the 5th and the 7th starting the inning with hits. Bohm is in at third on the turf. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. And he's bunting. And it goes foul again. Ruiz not really squaring in a sacrifice style. It's almost like he's trying to bunt for a base hit.
I would agree.
To the count. Bohm backs up just to the cut of the turf there. The 0-2, and he's still bunting. And the bunt is fouled at the plate, and he is out. Ball rolled out front, but Ruiz unable to get his job done. Here's one away.
Tried 3 bunts in a row, and every single bunt tried to drop it like a drag bunt down third. And dude, that's not how you do a sac bunt. And you know that's an instant meeting in the office. And tell him, say, look, I know you're fast, but you're in there to do one thing. So that worked out great for the Phillies.
Yeah, that one he was actually hit by the ball that went down and came up and hit him. As he was still in the batter's box, but trying to run out. Griffin Conine, who was the walk-off hero on Monday night, he's going to pinch hit for Navarreto here. And the pitch to Conine is up high for ball 1. One out, one on in the 8th. Conine batting .270. He's been a hot hitter here in the month of July. The pitch swung on, hit high and deep. Center field. Crawford back at the track, at the wall. It's gone. Griffin Conine with a pinch hit, 2-run home run to center field. And the Marlins have not only erased the Phillies' 6-run lead, they now lead it 8-6 in the 8th. As Conine plays hero again for Miami.
How do you let this game get away from you?
Here's Jacob Marcy. And the pitch. It's a breaking ball for a strike. Oh, 1. And that is a strike called. 0-2. Marcy walked and scored in the 7th. A big walk that Luzardo walked him. Bowling the pitch. And it's up high. Second time in the series the Phillies have allowed 8 runs to Miami. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that one sliced down the left field side. Marsh on the run is there. He's got it. 2 down.
After Conine's home run, the TV for the Marlins had a shot of his dad was in the stands. Conine played a long time here, of course, was part of one of the OGs of the Marlins back in '93. And his son now has probably been the hottest, most consistent hitter over the last couple of weeks for the Fish.
Here's Otto Lopez and the pitch. It's in for a strike. Due up in the 9th inning for the Phillies, Crawford, Sosa, and Turner. And they'll get Pete Fairbanks, who blew the doors off the Phillies last night, retiring 3 batters on 9 pitches. 0-1, ground ball to short. Sosa gobbles it up, throws on to first. In time. Sides retired, but the Marlins take the lead. A 2-run pinch hit home run by Griffin Conine, his second pinch hit homer of the season. And we head to the 9th. It's last chance time as the
line to center field, and it's a diving catch from Dalton Varsho.
One of the best defensive center fielders in the American League.
Montgomery going back. He made the catch at the wall. Okay, rookie. That's how you bring it back.
Long run for Langford, but he'll reach up and make the catch. Full stride into that corner. What a nice catch by Wyatt Langford.
Out toward Valdez, and the Magician! The diving play by Esmerlin Valdez.
The Magician doing it all today. Here comes a charging, diving in, catching is Cody Clemens. No matter where that dude is played, infield, outfield, makes another good play.
Down the left field line, and it might be trouble. And what a sliding play by Soderstrom. Wow, so Tyler Soderstrom, a nice sliding catch.
Harris to first, and Alonso is there. He dives into the bag to beat him.
Another polar bear plunge over at first base.
or visit smbb.com.
Ready for your big break? Play the new Superstar Scratch-Off from the PA Lottery with top prizes of $1.5 million. One ticket could turn you into an overnight sensation. Play today. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
The home of the Phillies, 94 WIP.
Phillies on to Baltimore next. After an off day tomorrow, Friday night, 89 degrees, mostly sunny, a lot like you'll find along the warm Gulf beaches of St. Pete, Clearwater, year-round. Go to visit spc.com to plan your trip today. Last chance for the Phils. Pete Fairbanks with a first pitch strike to Justin Crawford, who leads off here in the top of the ninth inning. Phillies down 8-6. Oh, 0-1, here's the pitch. And it's up high. And if the Phillies thought it was tough swallowing Monday's loss, try adding today's to the ledger as well. 1-1, and the pitch. Check swing, strike call. One and two on Crawford, who's been on base 3 times today. Fairbanks delivers. And it's outside. Fairbanks, who has really struggled this season, but looked very sharp last night. Joe Mack is into the game as the catcher. And the pitch. Fouled back.
I mean, they put a lot of investment into Fairbanks. Now, to be fair, the payroll for this team, somewhere in the mid 75, whatever it is, 40% of that payroll is between 2 players, Sandy Alcantara and this guy on the mound. Now, he hasn't been having the best year, but you never know what's going to take it to get him right. Pitching better as of the last couple games.
2-2 the count on Crawford. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Just blew it by him. One away. Now the shortstop, Edmundo Sosa. Phillies have lost 8 of 11 since the break, and they're 2 outs away from making it 9 out of 12. And Fairbanks delivers to Sosa. First pitch, breaking ball, is in for a strike. Meanwhile, the Diamondbacks lead in the 9th inning at Pittsburgh 3-0. Arizona will be tied with the Phillies for the second wild card. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball, not close, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Fairbanks ready. And the pitch. Swung on, hit high in the air, center field. Marcy drifting back, has plenty of room. He'll make the catch. 2 down. Phillies likely to have Brian Keller on the mound for the bulk of the game Friday night, but not officially listed as the starter. For Baltimore, it'll be Brandon Young, who's 8-2 with a 3.13 earned run average. In the opening game of that 3-game set, a 7:05 start. Turner, the last hope for the Phillies. And Fairbanks with a pitch to him. And it's a breaking ball in for a strike. Turner 2 for 4 today with a home run. That came back in the 5th inning, part of a 3-run 5th inning that had the Phillies riding high with a 6-0 lead. And that is long gone now. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, it's in for a strike, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Fairbanks ready. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball down and away. An appeal at first. He held up. One ball, 2 strikes. Turner twirls the bat and waits. Fairbanks ready. And the big righty's pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, right center field. Marcy back into the gap. He's there. He's got it. The ball game's over, and the Phillies in all kinds of ways. Dropped 3 straight games to the Miami Marlins here at Lone Depot Park. They have lost 9 out of 12 since the All-Star break, and today one of the cruelest cuts of all as they cough up a 6-run lead. And they lose this game 8-6.
It's the last 3 days, this entire series is tough to swallow, right? I mean, you've got your two of your 3 big guns throwing, and they kind of both lay an egg. You have Wheeler the first day, and then today Luzardo. He was cruising for a little while, and then all of a sudden just kind of lost the strike zone. And the one thing about the Marlins, they are young. They don't know any better. They get out there and compete to the end. And, well, there's just a lot of noise around the Phillies right now. They're going to have to figure out a way to quiet things down.
8-6 the final. Griffin Conine with the 2-run pinch hit go-ahead homer in the 8th. The difference in this one. We'll take a timeout and get to the totals and a recap right after this.
The Score Bet is an official sports betting partner of your Philadelphia Phillies. Whether you're backing the Phillies money line or getting in on the latest promos in the app, the Score Bet is your home for betting baseball this season. More action, more rewards, more for you. Right now, new players can get their first bet insured up to $1,000 in bonus bets. Download the Score Bet app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Philadelphia Insurance Companies hits it out of the park with their Runs for Charities program. Every time the Phillies score a run, Philadelphia Insurance Companies will donate $100 to local nonprofit organizations. Over $320,000 has been donated to charities through the campaign since 2019. You can step up to the plate and nominate your favorite nonprofit at phly.com/Phillies. phly.com/Phillies. Philadelphia Insurance Companies, proud partner of the Phillies.
And J.P. Crawford makes the catch. Waldschmidt going back. Oh, what a catch!
Boy, it doesn't get better than that. Nick Gonzalez, a fine running catch over the shoulder.
Barehanded by Wheeler. Little pirouette.
Nice job on both ends.
What a diving play by Randall Grichuk. Diving stop by Olsen.
And an athletic play by Thomas to grab it and then land on the bag somehow for the out.
Sliding catch by Braden Montgomery.
And he made the catch. Oh, my word. Holy cowser.
Hap is there.
He had to make quite an adjustment to make a very good catch.
Sliding catch, McNeil.
I'll take care of it. He hits meat at the plate.
Perfectly executed by the Yankees. Devers going to toss high, and
They got him.
pays to be 6'8".
Dives, and he makes the catch. What a play by Josh Lowe. One hot tag. Oh, what a play. Guzman with a long throw. It's perfect.
What a play, what a throw.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Coach, forget the soda. Grab an Everfresh juices and juice drinks.